What's up, y'all? Two Peas and a Bong in the building again. It's your boy DP.
It's your boy KP.
And trying to figure out who can actually coach Kevin Durant. It's your boy Bone.
Mm, okay. I mean, we're gonna talk NBA playoffs. We might as well start with that. A team that didn't make the playoffs despite a high powered roster. Um, at least a big three, let's say. Um, once you got past Bill, Booker, and Durant, I don't know if what you want to say about the team beyond that, but Bong, I know you typically have a lot to say about Durant, but what's your take in this case is in terms of um, three coaches in 3 years get the axe, still got Durant, Booker, Bill. What do you think the Suns should do from here, or just
Um,
in general? What's your take in general?
I'm gonna say this. I think the term "Big Three" has officially been thrown around a little bit more than it should be. Uh, to Kevin Durant's in Kevin Durant's defense, Bradley Beal is not part of a Big Three.
Hmm.
Let me say that. So I'll start there. But if you're a coach or if you're a coaching candidate for the Phoenix Suns, don't buy, rent.
Hmm.
And you can do one of those 6 month, 9 month rentals. You know what I'm saying? You may not even have,
Get you an Airbnb for the weekend.
man, listen, listen, man, you could go to one of those month to month leases just because your stay won't be long.
Mm.
So, like you
hit you
said in the
with that
beginning,
hit you with that snooty fox rental
oh
per
yeah,
night,
per night, per hour. That's just per
per
hour.
per hour,
Yeah, yeah, shit.
per
So,
game.
man, listen, we've had in the last 3 years, the Phoenix Suns have relieved Monty Williams, um, who came into the Phoenix organization as a reputable coach. Frank Vogel, who came into that organization as an NBA champion coach, and now
NBA bubble
call it okay.
champion
That's fine.
coach.
That's
Oh, I
fine.
will. I will
Yeah,
definitely call it
that's fine.
the NBA
It's,
bubble
he, he
championship
he
coach.
came in as an NBA bubble championship coach, if that's a thing. And
It
then now
is.
you had Mike Budenholzer, who came in as a regular NBA championship coach. Is there any asterisk with his?
No, it's a regular. It's not an
Okay.
asterisk. It's just
Okay.
a bubble
So
championship coach,
so
regular
okay.
season
So
championship coach.
and none of them could seem to get the best out of Kevin Durant. None of them could seem to bring back that championship spirit. None of them could seem to get to where the Phoenix Suns got to before Kevin Durant came. Remember, wasn't it like the year before he came that they
With
went
Chris
to the
Paul.
finals? Yeah, when they
Yeah.
had Chris Paul, they had what's my man, the big dude from the Persian.
Michael Bridges.
No, no,
Well, you talking about? Yeah, you talking about? I mean,
he ended
DeAndre
up getting,
Ayton.
yeah, Aiton. Aiton.
Hmm.
He ended up getting shipped, but and he couldn't get along with Monty Williams. But they had Aiton, they had Booker, and they had CP3. And were they up 2-0 in the finals?
They were up 2-0.
Hmm.
They were up 2-0 in the finals, and everybody was saying, like, hey man, Chris Paul's about to get that championship. He's finally about to get that championship. And things kind of fell apart. Uh,
He was addicted to going to the finals.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Um, and ever since then, you thought, okay, we swap out Chris Paul for Kevin Durant with Booker.
That wasn't nah. You come on. That's you gotta put it more in context. It wasn't just that.
I,
It was Michael Bridges, and it was the shooter, Johnson, Cameron
Yeah,
Ah,
Cam
Johnson.
get
Johnson.
the fuck out of here,
Cam,
man.
Cam Johnson was a key piece to that Phoenix team,
Okay,
dog.
man.
You
Okay,
talking about?
man.
Hold on. You
Come on.
talking about the one that looks like Splinter?
Who?
No, that's Campaign. I'm sorry. No disrespect.
No,
Yeah,
no,
like
no,
come on,
no, no,
yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah. See, man, yeah, come on.
I'm thinking.
See,
I'm thinking about Campaign. I
yeah,
hate Campaign
yeah.
so
No,
much
no, no, no,
for
no.
that
He
bullshit.
was he was there though, but no, 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 no.
Damn.
That bullshit he did to Bron. Remember? You remember that one time he got into it with Bron on the court?
Oh, be
And
humble.
Bron was there, and Bron was telling him, "Okay,
Yeah,
man, okay,
yeah.
Yeah,
You were
we
just out the
come."
league.
Yeah, absolutely, but okay.
Yeah.
Nah, Cam. I think Cam came
he's with
from
Brooklyn right now.
UNC.
Yeah,
Cam came from
he
UNC.
came out of
Yeah,
UNC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
One of my.
Transferred there from Pittsburgh. He was at
Yeah.
Pittsburgh first and transferred to UNC.
The Tar Heel
Absolutely.
man. So I definitely always root for the Tar Heels, the former Tar Heels. But regardless, man, they swapped out some pieces again to get a Kevin Durant. You're gonna have to give up some assets. Not every day do you stumble
weren't
across.
some picks in that mix too? Some draft picks.
I do believe some
Yeah,
picks were in that mix. I
it
don't
was
know
a
the
lot of
details of
shit.
the
It
trade.
was a lot of
Hey,
shit.
not every day do you stumble upon the Luca for AD trade. But I mean, to
Not
get a
any
Kevin,
day. Not any
Yeah,
day. Not any that never happened.
hey boy,
Um, and
that
so
boy,
I want to say the trade for that February 9th, 2023. The trade package involved Michael Bridges, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, and
hmm
4 first-round picks.
yeah.
The Suns,
I thought it was some draft capital in there.
okay,
yeah, the Suns also received T.J. Warren in the deal.
okay,
The blockbuster trade involved the Nets, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Indiana Pacers. So the Suns received Kevin Durant, T.J. Warren. The
Yeah, what
Nets
happened to T.J.
received,
Warren, man? Is he in the
man, he
G
fell
League
off
now?
after the
Yeah,
bubble. It was after the
yeah.
bubble.
I think he's in the G League.
The picks involved a 2023 first round pick from Phoenix. This is what the Nets received. They also received a 2025 first round pick from Phoenix, a 2027 first round pick from Phoenix, a 2028 first round pick swap from Phoenix,
Hmm
a 2028 second round pick from Milwaukee, and a 2029 first round pick from Phoenix.
Yeah, I knew
That's
it was some shit like that. Yeah,
that's a lot.
but Phoenix, just doesn't give a fuck about the draft anyway. They do a lot of draft capital trades.
Yeah,
So yeah, they bank on the now, or at least they're thinking it's the now versus
the future.
yeah.
okay. Um,
There were
so
a couple things that you said, Monk, that okay, so you said some things that I agree with, you said some things that I disagree with. One of the things I disagree with is you said that none of the three coaches have seemed to get the best out of Kevin Durant. So I disagree with that only because yeah, the team is losing, but Durant is actually balling. Like you look at his stats with the Suns, his first season, he only played 8 games.
I don't
He had
care.
26.
I don't care.
I'm,
I don't
I'm
care.
just saying.
No, I don't
It,
care. It's
it
the stats that LeBron was putting up before Luca came. It was the stats that LeBron was putting up where it's LeBron, you're gonna fill the stat sheet, but the Lakers are going to they're not going to be effective points. Like what you're doing looks good for you, but the team that's asking you, hey, sir, please carry us because you're one of the top five or one of the top three greatest players ever, they're not benefiting from your stat stuffing. Like, yeah, do the fans come and see you do trick shots and all the other little cool shit? But if they end in losses, they're not bringing out the best in you. He was in Brooklyn and he was what a toenail away from getting to the finals,
Eastern
right?
Conference Finals.
Okay, so that was the best we've seen of Kevin Durant since Golden State. He had
Since the
one
rup-
shot.
since the ruptured Achilles.
he
Mm-hmm.
had one shining moment since he left Golden State.
One shining moment.
Before that, before that, he had what he did in OKC was commendable, especially because I don't think they really had him and Russell Westbrook. I don't think that combination was a combination that you would think is gonna, just what I don't think Russell Westbrook's game really like naturally meshed well with Kevin Durant.
So
Right.
sidebar before I know I don't want to go too far with this, but would
Yeah,
would Kevin Durant and James Harden at that time have been a better combination than Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant for OKC?
yes. Durant and Harden with Harden with a more with Russell Westbrook's role and Russell Westbrook with Harden's role, I think they probably would have won a championship.
I'm gonna say no because Harden didn't turn into Harden until he left OKC and went to Houston. And
But
when
that's
he
why he
got
Right,
said in
right, right.
Harden's. That's why he
Yeah,
said in Russell Westbrook's role, like
absolutely.
as Kevin Durant is the
but
front
I
guy,
know, but I'm yeah, but
number
I'm
one,
saying
and then Harden supporting cast or
yeah,
your
but
number two.
I'm just saying though. So it's for me, it's hard to imagine it because Harden played different in OKC.
Well, Harden has
If
been
we're,
on
if
the
we're, just,
record.
if we're just talking about OKC Harden versus OKC Westbrook.
And the reason why I
Okay.
said at that time is because you
Yeah.
had it in Brooklyn,
Okay, yeah.
for a snapshot of it in Brooklyn until Harden said, "Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Nah, he was
You don't
well
love
the
me
first
no more. Get me out
well
of
the first
here."
part
Baby boy style.
he was a shell of himself. He was playing on one leg. You remember he had his legs spatted all the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
But
yeah,
But
everybody
where did
gets
he go after that?
he went to Philly.
Yeah, my. What a difference a day makes. Like he looked much better in Philly.
hey and speak and to all the people that
You laughing, KP?
and
Did he or did he not?
and
No, he did.
hear me out because I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but Harden was disrespected in Philly. Now look at him, right? With
Oh,
what
we
they
gotta fix
have.
that.
I know, and that's what
I
I'm
gotta
saying.
look at
I didn't even want to, I didn't
yeah.
even want to go down that rabbit hole. But, and again, I don't even want to make this about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, I look forward to seeing what he'll do next year. Where he'll land next year. More than likely, he won't be in Phoenix. Phoenix, you got to stop playing. You got to stop playing musical chairs with the coaches, bro. Like, you're not even in 1 year. You can't even change the culture. You can't implement you can't put your fingerprints and your footprint on an organization if you get 1 year and at the end of the year, if it doesn't work out, they're like, you're out of here. You do that 3 years in a row, that's a problem with ownership. So it's not even
So
it's really not even a Kevin Durant problem. Kevin Durant just, to me, his only problem is that he makes bad decisions. He's a bad decision maker as far as, hey man, I want to do it my way. And he was allowed to do that. He was given the leeway to do that because Golden State gifted him 2 championships. And that's the only reason he's doing this bullshit. Because if he was truly
here
still
you
chasing,
go with
if he
the
was still
gifted
chasing,
him 2 championships
if he was still
bullshit.
if he was still chasing his first championship, he wouldn't have made a lot of the decisions that he made that landed him in. Who asked for Steve Nash in Brooklyn?
Who is supposed to be Phoenix's franchise player?
Kevin Durant.
Devin
Is
Booker.
it?
It's Devin Booker.
It's Devin Booker.
It's Devin Booker.
And nobody says anything about Devin Booker. They all, like you, talk about Kevin Durant all the time.
But again, listen to who was supposed to be Golden State's franchise player.
Curry.
Okay, but why?
And who was the man
Hold on,
during that
stop.
run?
Who?
Durant.
Okay.
Durant.
Durant.
Okay. So you guys can't say Durant was the man in Golden
No,
State.
no, 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 no.
Oh,
Let me
now
tell you
it's
something. No, it's not. Oh, no, no. You're
You
not.
said
You
oh
got to
you
listen to
said
what I'm
no.
saying.
you said
Hold on, KP.
you
Hold on.
said
Let me say,
franchise player.
KP. Let me say this. Bong. This is what I'm saying. What's the
Oh
difference
boy.
between Curry and Booker? Curry's getting busy. Would you say that Booker is doing that with Phoenix?
I don't look at
I'm
him as
asking you
I don't
because
you
I
you
I
guys
would
said
think. Hold on, hold on. I would think you would say no because when I asked who the franchise player was, you said Durant. So you're not even saying
because
that it's Booker,
I still don't say it's Booker.
right? But
Was
what I'm
Booker
saying to
was
you
hold
is,
on. Was Booker there before
Booker is supposed to be the guy that they're building around. He's the franchise
Yeah.
cornerstone player. He's the young
what
guy that they were supposed to be bringing these players in to
hey
to surround him with some guns and add some additions to
butter.
him. Durant,
Guns
yeah,
and butter.
guns and butter. Durant, Bill,
Hey,
and it was supposed to be a situation where they got better,
hey,
but
Kevin,
that didn't happen.
KP, can you do me one quick favor
Hmm.
and tell me again what Phoenix gave up to get Kevin Durant?
Damn, I clicked off that page.
Don't worry,
No,
they gave up a lot.
mhm.
He's
Yeah,
the franchise.
They gave up a
They
lot,
brought
but he's
they
not the
brought him
franchise.
they brought him in to be the
Well,
franchise. Okay,
What,
that's like
what,
saying,
you don't
hold on,
like
hold on.
Kevin Durant. Hold on, hold on.
wait. Let me
You
ask you
don't
something.
like Kevin Durant,
I got an
so
Why?
example.
you
Why don't I
I
like
got an
him?
example.
you tell me. I don't
I
know.
got an
Why
Every
don't I
time we
like?
talk about
I
Kevin
got it.
Durant,
Hold
you're
on. Let me ask you something.
throwing
Let me ask you
shade
something.
Ho-
every
hopefully,
time.
Let me ask you something.
hopefully, hopefully it's the
In
same example I got.
2007, in 2007, right? The Boston Celtics, they gave up like 4 or 5 first round draft picks to get Kevin Garnett. Who was the franchise player of that team when they had the
Paul
big three? It
Pierce,
was Paul Pierce, right?
right?
But they
Okay,
gave up all that to get Kevin Garnett. Paul Pierce was still the franchise
But
player.
Paul
who
Pierce,
was
the
They,
difference between a Paul Pierce and a Booker in this point, would you say that Booker is getting busy like Paul Pierce did when Kevin Garnett came?
no,
Okay, that's
he's
all I'm
scoring
saying.
so
points, but
All I'm
no.
saying is
okay
everybody talks about Kevin Durant like Bong is doing right now.
because he's the
Nobody
franchise.
nobody
Yeah,
says anything
Devin
about
Booker.
Okay,
Booker.
so
And
for every
they gloss over Bill. They say, "Oh, Bill's not a like you just did, Bong. Bill's not
I,
a part of a big three."
so
Well,
again,
Bill, it was a franchise player himself for another organization. They brought him over, and then did he perform to expectation? No, but everybody's just like, "Yeah, Bill's not part of the big three." Nigga, you can't just
ooh,
gloss over that and just say, "Oh, it's Kevin Durant. It's Kevin Durant."
no, because
That's the same shit, Stephen A. Smith and all these motherfuckers do all the time. Like it's not just Kevin
so,
Durant, dog. Like
because Kevin Durant wasn't already there, he couldn't be the franchise player. When we talk about all-time greats, who's on that list? Kevin Durant or Devin Booker?
Bong, have you answered the
Just
question? No, no, no.
no.
You haven't
Simple
even
yes or
answered the
no.
question of is
Okay,
it what
I'll
was
answer
Durant
that. It's
or
Kevin
Curry
Durant.
the franchise player?
Curry was the franchise player.
Right. It's the same thing. It's
No,
Booker was the franchise player.
no.
But how was that
So
not the same thing, nigga? That's
hear me out.
crazy. I'm gonna hear
Hear
you
me
out.
out. When for Kevin's for KD, all these damn Kevins. Hey, for KP's
Okay, I love
commentary
it.
about oh 07,
I love this.
about oh 07 with Boston, I'll give you an example to refute that.
Okay,
Miami brings in LeBron James. Who's the franchise player?
Wade. What the fuck? It's Dwayne Wade.
KP, who's the franchise player?
That's Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade is Miami. And Dwayne Wade took the back seat so LeBron could be who LeBron was. If Dwayne Wade, as Miami's franchise player, was in a power struggle with LeBron, they would not have been as successful as they were. If he was gonna prove like nigga, I'm the franchise here. Yes,
I'm
we're
glad
bringing
that
over this
okay.
great player, but
When
it
you
would have
put
been
it
a
like
power
that,
struggle.
when you put it like that, absolutely.
But
It
that's
was
the
where he had to,
same
yeah,
thing as
he had to take
Curry.
the Yeah, he had to
Bong, you
take the
have given the same exact situation as a
what,
Curry.
what
Curry
I'm
decided I'm not going to have a power struggle with Durant. I'm going to fall back and let Durant do his thing. Durant did his thing.
can you let me say just one thing? There was like this with Curry and Durant. With LeBron and D Wade, it's like this. D
That's
Wade,
exaggerated.
it's not.
It is exaggerated.
It's not.
It's exaggerated, dog. You talking about somebody who had won a championship already, and Dwayne Wade, and was the driving force in the championship run at
It was.
Miami,
It
where he
was.
was the franchise player. You brought Shaq in, and Dwayne Wade was the franchise player still. What the
yeah,
fuck
It
are we
was.
talking about?
It
back
was.
back seat.
It was one of the nastiest finals. There's
I don't give a
discussion.
fuck. You want to say
Yeah,
you don't
Hold
give
on.
a
back
fuck about being a
Stop.
bubble
seat.
Stop. Stop.
championship? They won.
No.
Come
You
on,
called
dog.
it. You called it a bubble championship.
Yeah,
It's a bubble
and
Hey
championship.
man,
you be the
listen,
main one
Yeah.
talking about I don't give a
you
fuck,
gonna stop
so I
talking
don't
about
give
our
a fuck
bubble
about this shit.
championship.
Hey, hey, hey,
You gonna stop talking about our bubble championship,
Man,
man.
nah,
check this out.
Stop
if y'all
disrespecting
gonna
our
tell
double champ.
me that Dwayne Wade Bong just walked into giving an example that's the same shit
What I'm telling
as
you is
fucking Golden State.
D Wade's championship is. I think Mark Cuban had got into it with the league. There's some speculation that it was.
Oh, here
Come
we
on,
go,
Bong. Come on,
dog.
I'm
come
like,
Like,
on, come on.
listen,
niggas,
Come on,
hey,
hold on,
Bong.
hey,
hold on.
KP,
Okay.
KP,
Come
hey,
on,
KP, niggas will do anything to make a point.
No,
God
come
damn,
on, Bong.
I'm
God
telling
damn.
I'm telling you
Come on, dog. You turned it into Dawson right now. Come on.
Oh man,
I'm I'm telling you that
Joe got fired.
D Wade spent a lot of time at the free throw line in that finals against Dallas. But that's neither. Okay, I don't even want to go down the rabbit hole. I wish Kevin Durant well. I truly do. Whether you want to buy into it or not, Golden State made him the champion that he is. Without Golden State, he would not be a champion. No one can make me believe otherwise. Without Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and the leader of the team, Draymond Green, would have 2 championships, which brings me to why Golden State is playing in the playing game. Can somebody cue up the leader, Draymond Green? Draymond Green to the front. Hey, leaders on deck. Now, Golden State just played a red hot Los Angeles Clippers team, right? Last game of the season. They need to win. If they win, I believe they're the 6th seed and they're playing the Lakers. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so we talk about the
Both
glue,
both teams needed to win.
right? We talk about the glue, and Golden State couldn't be what they were, and they wouldn't win a championship. Draymond ran everything. He was the leader of the team. Steph Curry was just out there scoring baskets. Okay. Hey, we need all the leaders to the front of the classroom, please. Draymond, step to the front. We got about 12, 13, 14 seconds left on the clock. Draymond Green is guarding. Draymond Green, who is part of being the glue, is being this defensive mastermind, right? Draymond Green is guarding Kawhi Leonard, who is cooking his ass for
Why,
cooking
why,
his
let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Why is he guarding Kawhi Leonard?
Oh
Why,
shit.
why is why is he guarding Kawhi Leonard?
because he's the
They
defensive.
couldn't even get it out.
No,
Oh,
listen, man. He's guarding Kawhi Leonard because honestly, Kawhi
Oh,
Leonard is just he's destroying Jimmy Butler.
oh my gosh. Jimmy,
Destroying Jimmy Butler.
no one's calling
De-
Jimmy Butler a leader.
you said defensive guy right now. You said
Okay.
I'm just talking about defense because
Okay.
Jimmy Butler's a two-way guy. Jimmy
So,
Butler
so,
plays
so
defense,
who was
but
it?
he couldn't do anything with Kawhi.
So then, hold on. So if Jimmy Butler's getting destroyed by Kawhi, then surely James Harden is locking down I mean, Draymond Green is locking down James Harden.
No.
Oh, okay. So he's going for 39 and damn near triple. Hold timeout. Draymond, one of these niggas got it. If you lock down either one of them, okay. Let's say
We can't be talking about defense though, like because
Yeah, like
I'm wondering where it's going.
yeah, Harden
I'm
is a
wondering where it's
savant.
going.
so.
Like you talking about a savant. He ain't gonna be stopped. No one's stopping
Okay.
Harden.
Oh, but at the beginning of the year, a lot of people were saying, "Hey, Harden's best days are behind him."
I
Man,
He had
I
listen,
I
nobody. I'm
said,
not saying
they were
anybody.
saying
I'm not
that
saying anybody here. I'm not saying
they
anybody
were
here. I'm
saying
but
talking
that they were
about
saying
KP,
that when
KP,
they were saying that when he was in Philly.
KP,
They were
what
saying that.
I told you that this was a great situation for Harden because he would be the one he could get people involved and he still has that ability to go off and score. So
and
I
and
figured it would be like his team.
so when I mentioned
I didn't know what you would get
from Kawhi,
out of exactly.
Yeah.
right? And when I
And I
mentioned
didn't
Philly,
think that Harden alone had enough to like carry them by himself, but thankfully Kawhi Leonard is
hey,
healthy
when I
enough to do what he's doing.
when I talked about Philly earlier, it's like, don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you got till it's gone. And if you talk to,
You don't know
they
what you
interviewed,
got till
they
it's gone.
interviewed Harden. I think it was either before the beginning of the season where he was like, listen, man, I've been asked to be a system player. I've been asked to put scoring on the back burner the last couple of years. That's what fucked him over and pissed him off in Philly
I
was that,
think he
hey,
was
man,
saying I am the system.
correct. But he was
Yeah,
saying basically, y'all lied to me. Y'all asked me to play this role. Y'all told me to
yeah.
take a backseat to scoring, let Joel Embiid be the guy,
Mhm.
and just facilitate and do all the other shit. I think they still had a young Maxi at the time.
And
I mean, they
Maxie,
still
yeah.
have him, but they had Maxi and Joel, and they're telling
And
Harden, we
had
don't
yeah,
need you to come be a 30-point a night guy. He's like, okay,
yeah.
cool. Take care of me on the back end. They fucked him over. He said, this year, I'm going back to being me. I remember first game of the season, he has a bad game. I got a couple group chats, motherfuckers talking greasy about him, like, oh man, Harden is done. Gee, hang him up. I said, God, that one game? First game of the season, the motherfuckers should hang him up an 82 game season. Sure enough, last game of the season, Harden 39, 10 assists, 7 rebounds. All that to say, Draymond, you didn't shut anybody down. That's supposed to be your linchpin, right? Like what I go to. Last play of the game in regulation. Kawhi's got the ball. Draymond's checking him. I think it's like 12 or 13 seconds left in the game. Shot clock is running down. Draymond takes a foul with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Now, keep in mind, Golden State probably gets the ball back with like 7 or 8 seconds left to go and try and win the game in regulation. He takes the foul. Hey, no harm, no foul. They didn't make a shot. We go to overtime. Overtime.
Wait, wait,
Hey,
wait, 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 wait. You can't gloss over that. So he did make a bonehead foul to
okay,
eliminate the shot clock and
okay.
give the Clippers the ball with like 13 seconds to win the game because
It
they
was
didn't
less
have a
than
shot clock anymore.
right, right,
Or
right,
okay,
right. It was
but
about 10
at
seconds.
yeah, at that point, you also have to say in an ISO with Kawhi Leonard, man, he gotta stop. He got to Draymond got to stop to force overtime. So you do have to say that. You
Okay.
can't gloss over that.
No, but what I'm saying is it's the bonehead play before. You're a leader. We don't need bonehead plays, especially if this is a winner. This is a win and get in situation.
Where is it going though? What's your point? Because
We're,
I do want to say this.
hold
You're the
on.
same person who's been on record talking about we got to talk about Golden State and how they're a serious contender. So I'm interested in seeing what you got to
Yes,
say today.
we go to overtime. That's where we're going. We're going to overtime. Let's go to overtime. Hey, Draymond, I think Golden State is down 3. I think. Back door. Draymond Green. Oh, you got a layup.
Missing the layup.
What do you? He's missing a
Smokes
layup.
a layup.
Smokes a layup, and he got his leg in the air trying to. What the fuck are you trying? Are you trying to get a foul? Like, what are you trying to do, bro? Like, that's not leadership basketball. That's boneheaded old nigga basketball, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, where is the league? Because let me see, Steph Curry. Steph Curry gave me 30, what? Gave me 36, 10 to 20 from the field, 7 to 12 from the three, 6 assists,
Yeah,
three
he's been killing.
rebounds. Jimmy Butler gave me 12 or 20 from the field, 30 points, 9 assists. I mean,
Ubong. Draymond averages 9 points. He shoots a collective 42% from the field. He shoots 30%. He shoots 32% from three. Do you know that he had 14 points? He got 5 over his average. He shot 4 for 6 from three.
Well,
He was
how
five
many
for
did he
nine
score
from
in
the field.
overtime? Because it went into overtime.
Hey, he didn't score in overtime, but I'm just
Okay, so he
saying,
got
he,
14 in regulation.
yeah. So I'm saying he overachieved as well. So I mean, look, man, he made
not
a
if you
bad
say,
play. Curry turned the ball over. I saw Curry making uncharacteristic turnovers.
yeah.
I saw Jimmy Butler making mistakes. James Harden falling on the ground. He had 6 turnovers. There were a
I'm
lot of
talking
bad
about
plays in the game.
I'm talking about the leader of the Golden State Warriors. When it's if you're the leader of the team, quiet, loud, whatever it is that you do, I need you to make those plays when it counts. This is a win and get in situation. Right or wrong?
So it's one. So it's one guy. It's one
Yeah,
guy's
right,
fault.
right. But
No,
it's
I'm
but
telling
you
you,
can no,
he's
no.
okay.
I'm just saying you can also look on the other side, like because the Clippers needed that shit too. So, you could also point to who did what to win on the Clippers side. Like, I mean, shit, motherfuckers win, motherfuckers lose. It goes down like that. I feel you. Golden
But
State needed to win. The motherfuckers didn't.
Like,
and guess
who
what? And guess
stopped?
what?
Does he control Zubac from getting 22 and 17? Like, who he can't defend everybody.
No, he didn't defend anybody. Who the fuck did he defend?
Okay, but what is your point though?
Who
Who
did
did Curry
anybody defend?
defend? That's what I'm
What I'm
saying. Like, what is it?
what I'm
Who did
saying is
anybody defend?
I'm asking you guys because we had a conversation and maybe it's revisionist history. You guys forget quickly. You guys said that he's the leader of the team. If
I
he's the
haven't
leader of the team,
I haven't
oh, don't
forgotten
you?
anything.
Okay,
I'm
so
asking
if
you,
he
what the fuck
if
are you talking about right now?
if he's the leader of the team, why couldn't we get it done? Why couldn't we get it done by our leader? Why couldn't
So
we get it
so
done by our leader?
and if you're
So
saying Curry is the leader, I can start saying who did Curry defend? Who did Curry stop? Like what the
He,
fuck are we
uh,
doing? Like what the fuck?
he's
uh,
not the leader. You guys said he's not
Yeah.
the leader.
look,
I said
there's
you because you
there's
said
I'm,
that
30
he was.
there's
and I'm telling you,
there's
Draymond
Bond,
Green blew that game 2 times in
Bond,
regulation
there's
and in
30
overtime.
But okay,
Bond,
so then what is
there's
your
30
point?
teams in
Go
the
ahead,
league.
KP.
There's 30 teams in the league.
Stop calling him
There's
a
a
fucking
leader.
leader. He's a role player. Simple as
There's
that.
30
That's it.
Bond,
That's it. That's
Bond,
So
all I
what
gotta
do you
say
have
about
to
it.
say? What do
He's
you
a
have to say
fucking
about
role
Golden
player.
State?
Bond.
What do you
He's
have
a
to
There's
say about
fucking
30
role
Golden
player.
State?
He's a fucking
What
role
do you
player.
have to say about Golden
there's
State, who
there's
your ass has
30
been saying
teams.
Golden State is a true contender, which Draymond Green is a key to that, whether you think he's a role player, not a leader, or whatnot. Your ass has been on record saying that Golden State is a true contender. And now you talking all this shit about them because they lost in there in the playoff game. What do you think? Are they a contender or are they bullshit because now
I
they're in the
think
playoff
I
game?
I think that Steph Curry is going to have to do more. 36 is not enough. He's going to
Okay.
have to he's going to have to average 40, 42 points a game to get for them for them to be
Okay.
for eighth. He's going to have to score 40 plus for them to win against Memphis,
Okay. Okay.
right?
And this is what I'm
Now,
talking
How
about.
about
This is
they,
what I wanted. This is
next,
what I'm trying to get to.
how, how about they just ran into a red hot Clipper team? How about Curry's 36 wasn't enough because, well, Harden had 39. How about that? Like, there's 30 teams in the NBA. Each team has a leader. There's only one champion. So 29 teams every year don't get it done. So we're gonna ridicule all the leaders for all 29 teams and talk about them like we're talking about Draymond Green over one game. That's ridiculous, man. That's absolutely that makes no sense, dog. None.
I'm letting you
We're
know.
talking about one game.
I'm
We're
letting
talking
you
about
know.
one game right now.
I'm
I get why he's saying it because you win this one game and your ass don't have to play
to
this
play
game
it.
tomorrow.
Thank you.
So I
Thank you.
get that, but
Thank
I'm
you.
just like, okay, well now are we just abandoning your your stance
No,
on go?
no,
And
no,
that's where I was at. Like, well, what
no.
the fuck? Okay, what is it? Is Golden
I
State
think
still a contender? Like,
I think Steph Curry's going to have to do more, and I think that if they win their playing game against Memphis, They're the 7 seed and they play Houston. They want that matchup. What they don't
I
want,
honestly, I think anybody wants to match up with
correct.
Houston. To
Absolutely.
just to be honest,
Yeah.
the lower
Golden
tier of
No
the
disrespect to Houston.
no disrespect, but I think people are looking at them like they are the ones that are the most vulnerable out of the top. I would say four teams in the
the,
Western Conference seating right now.
the
Correct.
problem is that Golden State has never won a play-in game. They're
True.
0
Right.
and 3.
0 and 3. 0 and 3 in the plan.
That's their problem.
I think they ran into the Lakers once or twice. I mean, you know,
When LeBron was had the blood sport where he was John Claude Van Damme and the team 3
he stopped it.
Ah!
wins. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Hey, hey, my nigga John Claude went nuts with that.
Hey, hey, look. We
Grab the
got.
referee,
Oh,
Hey, we got Sean. We got Sean. Who,
grab the judge by the face.
okay, Sean in the building. What's good, Sean? He said we got Jimmy. So, Sean, tell me, you think Jimmy Butler is enough for Golden State right now to make a real, true playoff run, a
Man, I
championship
hope
run right now?
I hope Sean is an adult, not no child sneaking and getting it on YouTube late at night, man.
hey, even if he is, he's a basketball fan. So
Right.
I'll
Okay,
definitely indulge. But
this
I
is school
I
night, man.
I think it's
Hey, this
spring
is
break.
spring break.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. This is two peas in the bong spring break edition.
We
But
did in 2022. Well, I mean, but I'm saying like that was a different makeup. You had a different squad then. Now with I'm saying you got Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, and Draymond Green as your front three, the nucleus of this team now. Because a lot of those guys are gone that you know, Clay Thompson is going, you know, no
Wiggins,
Wiggins. Well, yeah, no
Jordan
Wiggins.
Poole ain't walking through that building.
Yeah. He correcting you. He said, "Hey man,
Okay,
put a dub on
all right, brother.
that.
Okay,
Put the dub on that."
okay.
Okay, and okay, Scotty Boy says they need one more piece, so that's kind of where I'm at. So Sean, we got you saying that y'all got Jimmy Butler, but Scotty Boy 36 is saying Warriors need one more piece.
I mean, you can say that about any team. You can say that about
And
any team.
he no, he specifically is saying somebody like Poole. Poole would be clutch right now.
Um,
Maybe.
yeah.
So
So
is it shooting that they're missing, like a shooter, another scorer that they're missing right now?
Poole was in a bad relationship, man. Poole got a ring, a bag, and got abused, and got up out of there.
got domestic violence,
Man,
huh? By Draymond Green,
Absolutely.
the leader. Um, so hey, listen, I think Kaminga, he's on and off, right? Kaminga comes and he goes, but Pods is, I mean, I guess he's the future. He would be the big three, or of the him. Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. The big three is Steph, or sorry, Draymond, Steph, and Jimmy Butler. But Pods is a great role
I'm not.
player.
I'm not shaking my head at that. I'm shaking my head because I don't believe that Podinski is gonna step into that role.
You
That's
don't
why I'm
think he'll
shaking
Pajinski,
be?
my
right?
You don't
yeah.
think he'll be a good
Podinski.
role player, like an
I do, but I'm saying
Austin Reeves
no,
type of?
no, no. Austin Reeves is given a lot more than him.
I mean, he's been asked to because the Lakers have
The
age,
Lakers need him.
right?
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
coming through, but they
yeah,
need his
Oh yeah.
ass.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
But I do believe that Golden State, again, they've put themselves in a position where they have 2 games essentially to make the playoffs. Right? Because of the 7 seed, they can afford to lose the first game, and they will play the winner of the 9-10 seed. But I do believe Golden State, if they play their way into the playoffs, can beat Houston, and then if the Lakers can beat um, Well, how would that work? Because they would be the seven seed. They would play. They
The
probably
Lakers, yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, no, no. They
yeah,
would have to play. They'd have to play. I thought they'd have to play OKC. Isn't wouldn't OKC play the lowest seed?
Yes, OKC
yeah.
plays the lowest
There's
seed.
OKC plays it. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh no. No.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. It's going to take a Hercules type effort from Steph. I'm going to need to see more 30-point nights from Jimmy Butler, but I believe the Warriors can definitely make a run in the West. Any team can make a run in the West.
That's
Uh,
what you expect
the,
though. When you
the
make
clear,
that move for Butler, you're expecting the production from him. Like you got to come through.
absolutely,
And especially with your history in the playoffs, this is where they really need you to do that shit.
absolutely.
The the thing to me though, man, what was glaring was, I'm a playoff. I respect playoff Jimmy Butler. He's phenomenal,
Yep.
but he couldn't do no with Kawhi, man. Kawhi he's on a different stratosphere, and it's not close.
Yeah. I mean,
It
Kawhi
ain't
has
close.
had the Kawhi has
If
had the
he's
benefit.
healthy.
Kawhi's had the benefit
Yeah,
of resting 75% of the last 2 years. So
Right. Hey, look, and this may be your last big push from him, Clippers. So
look,
take
hey,
take
hold on.
advantage of
Hey,
that
hey,
shit.
DP, hold on. Check me out. Let me ask you something. When is Kawhi's contract up? Because this motherfucker might
Oh,
be
he
playing.
got the extension. Like, you know, hey, remember, it was out of him and Paul George.
Yeah,
They chose Kawhi. So
yeah.
Kawhi is locked in.
He's coming
But
through late though.
this
the,
year,
this is the crazy thing to me. The Clippers have discovered a new kind of math. They really have learned addition by subtraction.
Yeah.
Like they let Paul George go for nothing, and it was like, damn, I was sick. Like, oh wow, they just let him go. Then you let Westbrook go.
which
But
I didn't agree with
James Harden,
either
oh
decision.
yeah, yeah, I did, yeah, me neither. But James Harden steps more into the leadership role. Now it's clear, hey man, need you to lead this team. I need you to man the ship.
The
Norman Powell could arguably the most improved player in the league. I'll say it's Cade Cunningham, but Norman Powell maybe second or third. Like got it done. You got Derrick Jones who's playing well. Like the Clippers are a complete team. Zubac coming into his own. They're
sometimes you
tough.
get lucky. Sometimes you get
They're tough.
lucky.
Man. Yeah,
Sometimes you get lucky because you know damn well when you saw that team, you was not thinking that the Clippers would be where they are now. You did not think that they would win 50 games. You were on the same boat as
I
me
agree.
saying these
Oh no, I
motherfuckers may
agree.
not even make the playoffs and they'll
I
probably
agree.
be a play-in type of team.
I agree.
Right.
That's why I said
So
they're,
so
they're doing a different kind of math.
yeah, lucky math, however you want to say that. But you look at Paul George and he just got hurt, right? So
Yeah.
there's a wash right there. So it's like, oh well, Paul George, if he was over there killing in Philadelphia, it would be a different situation. People would be saying you shouldn't have let go of Paul George. I still think they should have kept Russell Westbrook because Westbrook had already conceded all of the I'm trying to be the man type shit. He was taking a back seat. And I think Norman Powell would have still been able to flourish because Russell Westbrook wasn't pressing like that. He was okay with being a guy coming off the bench and making a push. So you could imagine that Clipper team with Westbrook giving them what he's given Denver.
Hey,
Man,
Give
hey,
me 1 second.
they
Sean.
Give
really
me
be
1 second.
scary.
Hey, Sean said the Clippers are done. Hey, right now, the Clippers are what they finished the season 18-3. Did they
They're
finish
hot.
the season
They're
18 and
hot.
3? They're
Hmm.
on the type of trajectory that you want to be on going into the playoffs, right? They're
They
no,
are.
they're
They
they're
are.
there right now, right? And you can basically roll that momentum into the playoffs. Kawhi Leonard is finally healthy and he has
Yeah.
rested many a games for the last couple of seasons. I'm not joking about that. So right now, if there should be no ailments, there should be no injuries. His body should be all the way fully rested and he should be ready to make a playoff run. And if you have Harden, who has something to prove, Harden is walking around with a chip on his shoulder. He's been walking around with a chip on his shoulder all year, right? No. The Clippers are the what Clippers are the what, the 5 or the
Yeah, Clippers are the 5
Clippers are
seed.
the 5 seed. The Clippers are the 5
Yeah,
seed.
so they play Denver,
Yeah, they play Denver. They play
which
Denver in the first round,
which
and
I
Denver
got
just
to see
fired
how
their
that's
coach.
see what kind of matchup that's going to
Hey,
be.
you know what I'll say? Zubac is not great, but he's a big,
Oh,
slow body.
Zubac is super solid. Pause,
No, but
but he's
what I'm saying is he can at least size wise can match up. Not, and I'm not saying match up. The Joker might be one of the greatest anomalies as far as like that body type to be able to do what the fuck he does, 60-point triple
yeah,
doubles and
yeah,
average a triple double. This
but
motherfucker was like top 5 in steals and all kind of other
yeah,
shit. Like,
but you know
or,
what? You know what, Bong? It's just like I said about imagine what Westbrook would be for the Clippers if they had not let him go, right?
right.
Imagine if the Lakers would have just said, we're going to develop Zubac.
Come on,
Th-
dog. What did we trade
They
him
would
for?
be
We
scary
traded
as
him.
shit right now.
We traded him for some bullshit. That was the year where
Just let him go. He was it was his rookie after his rookie
that was
year.
the year that
Man,
that
they
the
traded him.
brother. You said what?
They traded him for Mike Muscala.
That was the year that what's Jeannie Buss's brother? Jim Buss.
Yeah.
What's is his name? Jim?
I think
Yeah,
it's
I
Jim.
think Jim Buss was running the team. Him and somebody else, Kurt Rambis or some shit like that. And they
Him
fucked
and
up. They fucked.
Jack Nicholson.
They gave what's the name? They gave what's the name? What's my man that don't show up that ain't showed up to a game in 3 or 4 years from Sudan? Luol Deng. They gave Luol Deng that contract. They gave LeBron. They gave LeBron boy
Oh
the center.
shit.
Remember the center? The center from Cleveland. They gave him a contract. Remember LeBron center?
Ilgauskas?
No,
About
not
Ilgauskas?
Ilgauskas. No. I'm talking
Oh,
about
you
the dude that was
talking
in
about
Cleveland.
Verjao?
No.
Oh, Tristan Thompson.
Yeah,
No,
Tristan Thompson.
It was a foreigner. It was a foreigner. It was a foreigner. They gave the big man like a 3-year deal. Man, I can't remember his name, but he was a
You're
foreigner.
not talking about Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
No, Ilgauskas was early Cleveland. I'm talking about this is like when Jim Buss took over the Lakers. Who's the dude that
You talking about Timothy
Mozgov? Hell yeah.
Mozgov.
Yes. They paid Mozgov.
Yeah,
They
okay.
paid
Wait, who dunked on Mozgov? What was it? Was it
That
Blake
was
Griffin?
Blake Griffin.
Yeah, the
Blake
Mozgov.
Griffin.
Hey, look.
Hey, real quick. Scotty Boy said something a while ago. He said
Timothy.
Timothy Mozgov. He said Kerr doesn't know how to utilize Kuminga. Doesn't know how to utilize Kuminga well, so Poole would be more impactful than those three. So at this point now, when we talk about players, because we talked about, I don't know if you were on, we were talking about Phoenix and all of that stuff. What are we saying about coaching now? Who are you looking at as like the mastermind coaches that are left in the field? Because
Hey, while we wait for that, Jamal Murray said if Bubble Murray shows up, it's
here we
wraps,
go with
huh?
the bubble.
Hey, you know what? I'm a Lakers fan. KP is a Lakers fan as well.
Hey,
Jamal Murray only shows up.
We really got Jamal Murray in the building.
Hey, Jamal Murray, look at the look at the profile pic, and listen to what I'm about to say. He only shows up against the Lakers. If that motherfucker shows up against the Lakers in the playoffs, it's over. That motherfucker turning to Michael Jordan every time he play the Lakers, boy. I swear.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
No, but coaching wise, who we got? I mean, Kerr is Kerr really a masterful coach?
I'm not a Kerr fan. I mean, he gets it done, but
Did I say Curry? I meant Kerr.
Kerr, you said Kerr.
Yeah, Kerr.
Okay.
Kerr. You said Kerr.
I
I'm not really a Kerr fan. He gets it done though. He gets it done.
What's the reason Murray be hitting?
Let us know.
What's the reason? And it sounds like Sean is saying that Kerr is
I mean, he's
Like a
hey, you got to respect Steve Kerr. He's got it done. He's got it done 4 times.
oh,
So,
he said. But then look, we got some dissension in here. We got people on the other side of the fence because Scotty Boy saying Kerr is not a good coach.
woo, somebody. So did somebody say something about Steph Curry out there? Up. Tell me about it. Okay, there we go. Curry's not without Curry. He gets fired in 3 years ago. Thank
Yeah,
you.
so that's why I'm
Put some
asking.
respect on
I'm
bro name.
I'm asking, is Kerr that guy? Like, is Kerr really that guy?
Um, I mean, he's still doing something right. You know, it's a lot to ask for a coach
So
to manage Draymond Green through stuff that we probably still don't know a lot of the things that were going on behind closed doors. And then remember, when Golden State went on their fourth championship run, there was a point in time where he had to bench Draymond, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot, and it takes you got to have some staying power to be able to tell Draymond Green to sit your ass down and him respected enough that he's not blowing up or becoming a cancer to the team in the finals as you guys are trying to make a comeback, going down to Boston, 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Scotty Boy's a
so
Boston fan.
let me
So hey, y'all got it right now,
Well,
by the way.
well,
But
and
so
I'm
let me
asking that
so let
too
me say
because
this.
you look at Tyronn Lue, and his championship came when he took over for another coach, Black, right?
Yeah,
And now,
black,
and
the black
yes,
man,
yeah, and now you have everybody raves about Lue, you know, and I hear people raving about Kerr, but I'm
Luka
like,
Doncic.
who's the real mastermind we have here?
So I'm gonna tell
Oh,
y'all
Luka
something.
Doncic
Little
said
little
coaching is
fun fact.
go ahead, KP. We'll
Let me
hit Luka
let me
Doncic.
give y'all a little fun fact. All right, the last time the Lakers won the championship, what year was that? Because you talked about what was that bubble championship? What year was that?
You tell me,
That was
man.
2021, right?
20,
Okay.
Oh,
yep,
2021. Yeah. Who was the head coach? It was
Frank
Frank
Vogel.
Vogel.
Frank Vogel.
He was in his first year as a Laker, first year Laker head coach. Before that, the Lakers won in 99, 2000. First year head coach, Phil Jackson. Before that, the Lakers won in 81, 82. First year head coach, Pat Riley. Before that, 79,
Look at
80.
the squad though.
Hold on. Before that, another first year head coach, Paul Westhead. Before that, 71, 72, they won. First year head coach, Bill Sharman.
So what are we saying here, Ken?
This year,
That's what I'm
the
asking. Like
Lakers have a first.
this nigga
Hey,
name dropping
this
like
year,
LeBron James.
the Lakers have a first year head coach in JJ
Hey
Redick.
man.
Okay.
We
Hey
got a
man.
Look,
championship in
look,
the
look.
making, baby.
Hey, your
Hey,
boy. Look,
hey,
check out what your boy Luca is saying. Luka Doncic. He says, I feel like coaching is overrated in this NBA. I honestly don't think Missoula is a good coach. He just got talented players back
and,
in the day, though back in the day though coaching mattered a lot.
I
So
think, and I honestly believe that um, Missoula inherited a lot of Ime Udoka's coaching style. Right? He came to think about Ime Udoka.
definitely
He got cast off.
foundation.
Right? Oh yeah, for sure. He
That's
got
like Kerr
cast
with
off.
Golden State.
Yeah, just piggybacked off of Mark Jackson. Right? But you got
Absolutely.
Ime Udoka who came, and this is his second year in Houston. Second year as the head coach in Houston. They the number 2 seed in the West.
Coach of the year.
Come on,
Coach of
man.
the year.
Come on. They
You
tried
No,
to.
said
Hey,
yeah.
Udoka's gonna get
they
coach of the
tried
year?
they tried to
Oh,
do my boy. They
they
tried to do
tried
my
to
boy Ime
Yeah.
dirty because he got a little pussy. Come
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
no,
they
Yeah.
don't
was
do
gonna
They sent him
that.
to
and we still
they
don't know
sent him
who
to
old
the
girl is.
yeah. Hey man, they banished Udoka. They banished him. You can never coach a winning
Hey,
team again.
Messed up his
Winning
situation
team in
with
Houston.
Nia.
hey, Absolutely. Oh
So
Oh
man,
okay,
listen.
yeah,
so
Hey,
yeah.
Dodgers Empire.
the chat jumping right now. Hey man,
Ime Udoka is an elite coach. So Dodgers Empire. I don't know when you jumped in, but my question was, who is the mastermind in terms of coaches that's left in this field of the NBA playoffs right now? Like, who's the real guy where you can point to and say, because people say you got players and everything matters now. What players do matters now. What coaches do and the decisions they make really matters now. So who's that guy? I'm seeing Ime Udoka. Is it Tyronn Lue? Is it Kerr? Like,
I think Udoka's a good coach, and that's if you want to whether you want to believe, whether we want to agree with it or not. Missoula is part of his coaching tree, right? They felt comfortable
Yeah.
enough to let Missoula take over for him in Boston, and a lot of the concepts, a lot of the, you know, uh,
you said Tyronn Lue sucks. I
oh,
don't know. I
Hey,
hey,
like Tyronn Lue.
and I'll say this: JJ Redick, I'm not saying he's great. He's still first year head coach. Obviously, I'm a Lakers fan, so I'm a bias. I have a biased opinion.
Yeah, I was
I,
gonna
I
ask
was
what you
very
thought
I was
about him.
very skeptical about JJ Redick when he first came to the Lakers. I was not a believer, but
Is
he's making a believer out of me, right?
Bong? Is
Yeah,
it though? Is it a matter of he is a great coach,
offensive. He's a great offensive.
or he has exceeded your expectations?
Both. I no, not a
Okay.
great coach. I don't know if he's a great coach.
he's a
I don't
good,
know if he's a great coach.
good coach. He's a good. Yeah, we'll find out in the playoffs. We'll find out in
He's
the
Okay.
playoffs.
listen to this.
But he's good. He's
He's
good
a
though. He's good.
he's a great offensive mind, and like a Sean McVay with the LA Rams, he was smart enough to get people behind him that have coaching pedigree that can do the other stuff. So a Nate McMillan on his bench, Scotty, what's my man that used to be at
Yeah.
OKC?
No, Scott Skiles.
No.
Scott Skiles.
Nah. Damn, the dude. He was at OKC with Russell Westbrook.
I know. Damn.
um.
Yeah, he went to. I can't think of his name.
Whatever it is, he has
Brooks. Scotty Brooks.
Scotty Brooks.
Oh,
Scotty
Thank you.
Brooks.
Brooks.
So
Scotty
he got
Brooks.
Scotty Brooks. He got Nate McMillan on the
Scotty
bench.
Brooks. Yeah.
He has guys that will do all the other stuff. Hey man, listen, cook up a defensive game plan. We
Mhm.
got limitations and what we can do. Like y'all do that. Let me cook up the offense and let's go. We know that the blueprint to win for the Lakers is you have to outscore everybody. You're not holding anybody to under 100 points. It's going to be you can have a 12-point or 15-point lead, and that shit will evaporate in a few minutes. There's one way to win. Luka's got to give you 30. LeBron's got to give you 25. Austin Reeves got to give you 20. Rui's got to give you 18 to 20.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
and
yeah.
and that has to happen consistently.
Right. Hey, Dodgers Empire. Are you a Lakers fan? He
There's
says
another
JJ makes
coach that we didn't mention.
a lot of game plans and prepares the players. So far, he's been a very good coach.
Hey, we got a few people in the
Another good coach. I'm sorry. Go
Go,
on.
E Bean Gateway. Hold up.
He
Jokic
is
goes to
though.
the
He
Nuggets.
is.
Hey, did
He
you see him?
is.
Did
He
you see him
is.
calling the play?
So another good coach that we didn't mention,
Oh
JB
shit.
Bickerstaff. JB Bickerstaff with the Detroit Pistons. He's
Oh,
doing a hell
Bickerstaff's getting busy.
of a job
Yeah.
too.
And that's coming
Yeah.
off the heels of a terrible season. So this is night and day for the Pistons.
Well,
Like,
for him, he got fired from Cleveland last year.
right.
So he was the Cleveland coach, lost to Orlando, and got fired.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
yeah,
so Dodgers
shout
Empire
out to
is a
him, man,
Lakers
turning it
fan.
around.
Yeah, definitely. Detroit
Hey,
needed that.
and hey, definitely. I think Scotty Boy. I had asked him if he was a Boston fan because he had the Rondo in his profile. He said Rondo's his favorite player. He's
Yeah,
actually
he
Golden
says he's a
State
Warriors fan.
Warriors. Yeah. Okay. Cool. No, for sure. Hey man,
Yeah.
hey, the chat has been lovely tonight, man. Hey, if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe, man. We appreciate everybody rocking with us tonight. This shit is fun.
Yeah.
This shit is cool. Talking NBA playoff basketball. We really been on the Western Conference You know what I'm saying? This entire time, I don't know if we even talked about the. I mean, we talked about the Celtics, but I mean, right now is it a one horse race in the East?
Well, remember when I was asking y'all, I think a couple weeks ago, I said if we talking about, they always say who's contenders, who's pretenders, right? And I look, like we say, no disrespect to the Rockets. I just don't know if they are ready to get over the hump this
Oh,
year.
I thought you was gonna get on your Bone Thugs and Harmony tip.
With
And
well, I'm
start
going
with
there.
and Cleveland
Yeah,
and
I'm
Cleveland.
yeah.
Okay.
Look, I'm going there because that was my segue to the East, right? Because over on the East side,
Yeah.
very East side,
They don't
on the
know
East
about fair East.
on the East side, I would say I'm not sure that Cleveland is really for real like that, right? I mean, I think they have the talent, but as a number one seed, if Cleveland lost, would you be surprised?
In the first round, yes.
First round, yes, but I'm saying like
Yeah.
if
Oh,
they
after. Oh,
don't
no, no,
go,
no, no.
because there's people who are saying Cleveland, man, you got to look out for
Nah,
them.
nah,
So
nah.
you don't think
I
they're a real
mean, and
championship
it's
contender?
a two horse race in the East. I think the real pretender is the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks, I think, have not won a game against the top 3 or 4 teams in the NBA all year. So when they when they when
I
they play
think
the contenders, they fold they fold like a foldable chair. But
I
again,
thought he was to say origami or something like his thing is like a foldable chair, but
hey, straight up. But I think E Bean Gaming asked who's winning the playing games in the East. Man, that's a great question.
who's winning the
I think
playing
the
in the
Magic will
East?
win. I think the Magic will win. And
I like the
I'm gonna
Bulls,
go.
man. I like the Bulls, bro. I
Mm,
like the Bulls. They young.
they have good guard play. The Bulls.
I like.
Um,
Hey, again, my
They
boy
put
from
up points.
another
They put up points.
UNC guy, Cody
hey,
White.
look, hold on. I just saw some shit, and I'm not trying to go back, but Scotty boy, I don't know if you were here earlier when we were talking about the Phoenix Suns, but he
Don't get
says
me
he
started.
says Rockets need to make a move for Durant, and they in the NBA Finals next year. Mark my words.
Scotty boy, come back here next year. I'm a because I'm gonna hold you to that. All right, Kobe White, man, Kobe White and Giddy. Hey, I'm telling you, them Bulls, they a problem. I seen what they did
Get
to the
him,
Yeah,
Lakers.
like I
get
say,
him out of there.
they have good guard play. The Bulls, they have good guard play
But
because they got what's the boy from the Kings that came over, the shooter? Is it Horter?
yeah, Kevin Herter. Kevin Herter.
Herter,
Yeah,
yeah. He
Yeah,
came
yeah,
over. He's solid. Pause.
yeah.
But I mean, guard play wise, like they're a quick pace, cool team. Like, but mm, I don't
Get
know.
him out of there.
hey,
Giddy is
listen.
hooping though, man. Giddy is balling.
He is. Got him out of
Who?
Oklahoma.
So you like the
He-
Heat? You like the Heat over the Bulls?
No,
Um,
no, 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 no. No, I thought the Magic played the Heat.
no, it's the
Nah,
Bulls
the
and the Heat.
Bulls play the Heat, and then the
Magic
Magic
play the
play.
Hawks,
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I like the Magic over
which
the Hawks,
which I was gonna say. I think the Magic will win,
and I like the Bulls over the Heat.
and
and
the only reason
I'd probably go that way
what's
too.
your boy Ben Caro from Duke?
Yeah,
He's back.
he
Yeah,
is
So,
yeah,
and
he's
the
a
only
beast.
reason they're in the play-in is because he missed time. Remember, he missed
yes,
time earlier in the season, and they
yes,
were they were going this way, and
yes.
he had to miss a bunch of games because I forgot
What's
what the injury was.
what's his name got hurt too? Jalen Suggs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Hey, hey, listen, man. We haven't had a chance to really talk about this because the motherfucker's been in the trash can for a while. And I don't fuck with them by default because I'm a Laker fan. But Detroit basketball, goodness gracious.
Yeah,
Kane,
we were just saying. We were
Yeah,
just
JB
saying, Paul.
Bickerstaff.
We were
JB
saying
Cade,
Bickerstaff.
Yeah.
Cade. Hey man, I like
Cade
what
is
they're
most
doing.
improved this year.
I like
Cade
what
is
they're
most
doing in
improved.
Detroit.
I think
Yeah.
he's all NBA second team as well.
Oh, that's
I
that's
think he'll
that,
make
Oh,
an
he's
all
that,
NBA.
that's what you want. E being gaming.
he cooking up some
Picking
parlays.
up parlays, man. Shit.
Hey, look, don't hold it. Don't come back talking about y'all
Hey man,
motherfuckers told me.
Hey, look, look,
he
280
been
lineup
gaming.
wins. He's
No,
hey,
man, what you got to do is you don't play the parlays, man. You play the prop bets. Look at the player points. The points is gonna go up because they're about to play more minutes in the playoffs. So they don't have that. If you get in there early right now,
man, get
you'll
back
be
on
able to
screen,
get.
Yeah,
KP. We can't
hey,
even see
look.
your ass.
Hey, I was trying to let him finish his point, but I'm like, this motherfucker leaning over like he trying to spit in some girl's ear or something. Like, look,
I,
baby,
I, I,
what
I
I
was
was
whispering,
telling
like
you
I said,
was,
yeah, man.
like, man,
Hey,
if you
man,
don't get your ass
I didn't
back
want
over here, man.
I didn't want to be a marked man. So
Hey,
you listen, man. So you do the prop bets, man. Yeah, do the prop bets because the players' points are going to be low because they're going to go off their season averages as
He been
opposed to
gaming
what
and
they're
said,
averaging
I
in the
don't need
playoffs.
your shit. I got my own research.
yeah.
All right,
Hey,
all
look,
right.
he got
Come
hey,
back in.
He like
Come
stop
back in next
stop
Sunday.
whispering in old girl's ear over there. I got my own
hey,
Next,
research.
listen.
next Sunday, come back on here and tell me how you did.
We on here on normally Sunday nights. Sunday nights is when when we
Yeah,
normally get on, man.
yeah.
We may
We
We
might
we
have to
may
have to
start
ramp it
switch
looking
to
at
up.
this Monday.
Monday.
Yeah. Monday get live. I'm telling you, I think it's
Yeah.
that spring break. It's that
Yeah,
spring break
it's
late night
gotta be.
edition.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Now, hey, first off, we are not betting experts.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
because they
This
would be
is
like,
all
these
entertainment.
motherfuckers suck. Like, two peas in a bong ain't shit. They told me to pick these motherfuckers are trash. Like, no.
Please do your
oh no,
own
they're gonna mess
research.
around with that. They're gonna
Look,
win. They're gonna be like, God
please
damn.
please do your own research and gamble responsibly.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, we need to ask E Bean Gaming, like, what's good, man?
Yeah,
What you got?
give
Like,
us the
give us
deal. Hey, we don't have any sponsors yet, right? We don't have any sponsorships. So shit, fuck that. Hey, gamble responsibly.
look, we don't have any sponsorships. Gamble irresponsibly. Like, put it all on the line.
Shit. No, we'll tell them to put it all on
Uh,
the line when we get a sponsor. Motherfucker, come out here and we'll give you the parlays. Shit, just might be
oh
tricky as
man,
hell, man.
that is funny.
Hey, listen, hey, now we got some action in the chat. E Being Gaming, you on the spot, man. Let us know.
Hey,
We
yeah.
gonna
Look,
slide that motherfucker across the
What-
screen too, man.
yeah.
What's the lock?
Once you get to
All
cooking, it's
locked
locked in. Like, so here's the prop bet. Bink. Nah,
yeah.
but yeah, nah, I agree with you, KP. I do have the Bulls and I got Orlando. But then out of those two teams, I think it's a toss up. I may say Orlando, though. We'll end up getting that 8th seed. So we'll see.
Okay. We love women. I turned
Okay.
5 into 188 today.
Okay. Hey, we love women. How'd you do that? You know what I'm saying? Let me know. You turned 5 into 188. What'd you play? Prize picks, some
Did you do it legally?
FanDuel. hey, were you on the block with that?
Yeah.
hey, did he take
legal.
it? Oh man.
We having fun with it tonight, man.
Okay.
It's a cool little
He said he's thinking Bean Gaming.
DraftKings.
Can you go back up to what he said?
He said he
No, before that one.
Oh, okay.
Before.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Giddy. If you've been following Giddy, he's been putting up crazy like fantasy numbers. So his prop bets are probably, if you're going over with him, it's probably on point. Like, he's been getting busy. But Kobe White too, though. Like, Kobe White has been cooking.
UNC.
Scotty Boy is serious right now. Like he's really
Yeah,
trying to get on
like,
that
hit me up.
Hey,
money
hey,
plan.
listen.
Scotty boy, that money trade.
The the views and opinions of E Bean Gaming and We Love Women are
Are
theirs.
not those
No.
two piece in the bong. Oh, hey, look, but low key when
Uh-oh.
EB, hey, look, low key when E Bean Gaming put that shit up there, I'm gonna play that shit.
I took a picture of it.
Right.
Click.
Or,
That's funny.
Orlando got a hot take. What's good? What's the hot take?
What's your
Orlando
hot take,
Winter.
Orlando?
Waiting on it.
Man, but yeah, man, listen, I love what the Bulls is cooking up, man, for real, for real. I love what the Bulls is cooking up, man. That shit is obviously, I think outside of Boston, outside of Cleveland, I mean, anybody can get in the East. So, Vegas believes that
Mm.
Vegas believes based on the odds that it's going to be a,
Oh no,
a
not you.
finals.
I'm looking at that. I was looking at that.
Yeah, I was letting him finish that thought.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay, yeah, I think that
yeah.
Vegas believes there's going to be Boston and OKC in the finals. So, that's where we're at right now, and just based
Hey,
on
listen, I hate to admit this,
yeah.
but I don't think OKC wants to see the Lakers in the playoffs, dog.
Hey, we never
I
we
agree.
never got a chance to get back
I
to
Hey,
agreed.
that.
I agreed with you. I
That,
agreed
hey,
with you.
that, that's
But
welcome,
remember what I said. I
welcome
said
back.
no. Bong.
Welcome back. Come on, welcome
When
back to
I
the
say
LA
when I
spot.
say this, y'all gonna be like, oh yeah. Remember what I said, Bong? I said, what if OKC beats them next game? I'm not gonna
What
say
does that mean?
OKC is running them out the gym.
and I
I said
think
it didn't matter.
and I think the referees really robbed us of a great game, right? And again, it goes back to the blueprint. That first quarter of that second OKC Lakers game,
Oh,
it was
that was
40,
amazing,
I think it was
amazing.
43, 43 or 47,
Um,
47 in the first quarter. I said,
Mm,
oh,
yeah,
that's the blueprint for the
yep,
Lakers. You gotta be
amazing.
able to put up points.
Yeah, amazing,
yeah,
So,
yeah.
amazing, amazing.
So yeah, I don't think they ready for that. That's the team. But Orlando Pinner. So look, he said Durant to the Spurs for Barnes. Is it Sochan or Sohan? I thought it was Sochan. Is it Sohan? Whatever,
I
however
thought
you
it was
pronounce
Sochin
it.
too.
And
Yeah,
a first.
so you
and a first
pair
round pick.
you pair
Well, that ain't the Lake. That ain't the Sun style. They don't trade for draft picks. They give them up. So
But
so that's
then
the
he goes
problem.
on to say, because Orlando Pinner, we were actually talking about the Suns when we started this conversation.
this is true.
Um, and he says Booker is gone this summer to the Hornets, pairing
No.
Melo, Booker, Flag. Suns receive Miller, 2 firsts, and Curry.
So Orlando,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say Booker leaves this summer, but I think Booker goes to Detroit. That's my hot take. Booker to Detroit.
Whatever happens, I do think the Suns are gonna
These-
blow that shit up.
The Suns, as we know them, are done.
Yeah, they got the dynamite in the locker room right now, ready to light that shit up.
E Bean Gaming, you good with us, man? We ain't go.
Nah. We ain't look. hey, this is response to hey, don't come after me though. If I take some pics, like, nah,
Hey, listen, we just
we
putting
go
the disclaimer out so the motherfuckers don't come after us. Like,
exactly. we gonna have some forensic social media searches trying to
right.
find E Bean
Yeah.
Gaming. Like, where this
Hey,
motherfucker at?
we gonna tell them we fell for the Ponzi scheme too. I was all in.
Hey,
Nah, man.
Scotty Boy is saying Boston a repeat for Boston.
Man, yeah. I mean, I
Hopefully
think it's
not.
only two teams that can
I
beat
don't
them.
need him to go up two.
Yo, Scotty Boy, let me highlight this though. So I asked about Booker earlier, and I'm not throwing shade at Booker. I just asked, why is it that folks will point to Durant first when I think Booker is the franchise guy? So he's saying It don't matter where Booker goes, he's a stat stuffing loser.
Oh, the chat getting funny.
So this is why I would disagree with you. Who said that? That was
This is
Scotty.
Scotty
Yeah,
Scotty
Scotty
boy.
boy. So the problem to me,
And let's put some respect on his name. Scotty
Boy
Boy
with
36. It's a
Yeah,
36 for a reason.
there you go.
yeah, Scotty Boy. Okay, Scotty Boy 36. The reason that the Suns are losing, they have a lack of leadership with their 3 stars.
Hey,
None of
KP,
them are
you
good
whispering to that
leaders.
chick again,
So,
dog.
so if
Yeah,
you
we hear you.
you take Booker, if you take Booker and you send him to Detroit, they already have a leader in Cade Cunningham that allows him to go into his role as a scorer. He's going to be pretty good in Detroit. I think it'll be different because you saw the promise with Booker when he had a leader in Chris Paul. They went to championship.
Now, KP, you can't be
What's up?
talking that bullshit to me. But then when we got guests in the motherfucking building, you start talking about the lack of leadership. Hold on.
I can kind of see.
What? I've said that before. I've said that before. I said that the Suns. I said that they don't have good leaders. I never said that Durant was a leader.
Okay, as long as we agree.
When have I said that Durant was a leader?
Maybe I got it wrong. I'll go back.
I never said he was a leader.
Okay, I got you.
I said he. I mean, if anything, I said he's a hired gun. I agree. We talked about that.
We did. Okay, I stand corrected.
I said he was a mercenary. I said he was the greatest mercenary. You keep saying you said LeBron was the greatest mercenary.
I don't stand by that.
Okay. Oh,
damn! It's all kind
Calvin
of
Booth.
Calvin Booth, just everybody
Hey,
fired.
the real Calvin Booth is in the building. Hey, look, Calvin Booth got time today, huh?
Calvin Booth asking about Denver.
Okay, so he's like, how you guys feel about KD going to Denver in the offseason? Jokic and KD. Who would you be giving up for KD would be the question. Me and KP actually spoke off air the other day about Denver. And I said, if you're going to make a big trade, it would have to be either Porter or who was my other guy?
Murray?
No, it wasn't Murray. The big, I'm tripping right now. Dunk contest. Gordon. Damn, why couldn't I think of that shit? My bad, y'all. It would have to be either Porter or Gordon that was going to be traded, right? If you're going to make a big deal, but you'd have to package him with somebody else. Who do you give up? At this point, do you give up a Murray? Do you say, okay, I'll take Murray and put him with Gordon or put him with Porter and give those guys up for Kevin Durant at this stage? I don't know if that would be enough for Denver at that point. I would say you have to get another like, let's say, lead guard or lead scoring guard in return. So when we were talking about people, I asked him, Kevin, do you remember? Atlanta?
What?
I said if they make a trade, they should do it with Atlanta and go for Trae Young.
For Trae Young.
If you're going to give Murray up.
And I said that would be, you asked me if that would be enough. And I said, absolutely. I think that's enough to win a championship. If it's a Trae Young Murray type of ordeal, where you're keeping Porter Jr. and you still got Aaron Gordon.
But that was because you said that the difference, the best team that Denver has on the floor doesn't have Murray in it. The most efficient team doesn't include Murray, the most efficient 5. So then that's when I was like, well, damn, is Murray replaceable? I don't know.
Depending on who you replace him with.
Before we start talking about Denver and trade scenarios with Denver, we got to find out the coaching situation in Denver.
Oh, right? We already established that about 5 minutes ago.
Jokic gonna be like what's my man Bill Russell?
Bill Russell.
Yeah.
he calling the plays and then ditch the
The
uh, ditch the clipboard to get on the court. But I
the
mean,
thing is, man, Calvin Booth, the owner's not going to trade Michael Porter Jr. The owner has ties to the University of Missouri. That's where Michael Porter Jr. came from, University of Missouri.
Hmm.
So they're connected in that sense. And he's already said that Michael Porter Jr. was untouchable, untradeable. He's been on
Hmm.
record saying that.
Well, I know you're a Porter Jr. fan, KP. So you know.
I
he's got
am.
a he's got a
I mean,
he's got a basketball family. I
I
don't know
wish he's
how.
been a little bit more consistent.
You said what?
I mean, I just wish he's a little bit more consistent. But he's a hell of a player. He is a hell of a player.
His
But yeah,
brothers have
he's got a basketball family.
Hey, we need to ask his brother about the parlay. Yeah.
right, right.
we
Hey,
we
listen,
asking the wrong person about the parlays. Like we're
he'll give us all the unders. He'll give us all the
Yeah,
unders.
oh shit.
you know
Okay, let's see.
he recently got brought up in another scandal, right?
Oh, really? I didn't.
Yeah, that like like they said he's still a part of a gambling ring.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That's
like he's
crazy.
still doing it.
actively a part of a gambling ring.
Yeah, they were still
Ah
yeah,
man,
they were
he's gonna bring his brother down with him, man. He's gonna bring his brother
yeah.
down with him.
Hey, Calvin Booth. So I'm assuming with the we that you are a Denver fan. So he's saying the owner just came out today and addressed it in an interview, and he said everybody is tradable except Jokic in the offseason.
And
So
that's the way to do it. But then you have Scotty Boy 36 right behind him saying Nuggets don't need to trade for anyone. They just need to improve the bench, which is like you guys have the pieces. And I mean, you guys just won a chip, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Like, come on now. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I just
well, you know,
the era that hold on, the era that we're in right now, it's like popcorn everything. It's the reason that Phoenix is gonna is blowing through 3 coaches in 3 years. It's
but
the
you know,
reason that, what I'm saying, it's the reason that Phoenix is blowing through 3 coaches in 3 years. It's the reason that, what I'm saying, you're gonna fire Denver's gonna fire their coach because they're having a slide late in the season. It's the reason that Memphis is
That's
gonna
that's that no 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 that's not why Denver fired their coach. It wasn't the slide. It
it was that
was
he that it was Jokic, right? Jokic didn't want him as a coach.
yeah, Jokic turned on him, but to my understanding, Mike Malone in the front office had been beefing for a minute. So they had the ongoing beefs. And then afterwards it just seemed like Jokic might have turned on him and it was like, okay, let's move. And they moved swiftly. They got rid of him and they're like, you know what, Booth, you gotta go too.
well, when we got that short up about Mike Malone, and there was only a couple comments on that, but somebody in there said that it's the fact that the players haven't gotten any better since the championship. Like they haven't improved since the championship. So they didn't think that it was just the coaching, it's that the players hadn't improved. Do you think that that's the situation? I mean, the only real change is maybe like what KCP is gone,
And Chris
but
and Brown, Bruce Brown.
and Brown.
Bruce
But
Brown
I
was a
mean,
big part. Yeah.
KCP as well.
to say that you have still a lot of the same guys. You know what I'm saying? So
You do. Christian Brown has gotten better. I think that Peyton Watson has made the leaps that I thought that he would make by this point. But you also brought in a veteran with Russell, and playing Russell more does stagnate the growth of the younger guys. So it's like, what do you do? You're trying to win now. Russell's been playing well with them. He had a
yeah, so you
bad game
play him.
recently where he had a bad game recently where he, muffed it off. But other than that, he's played well. He's been a
Yeah.
great addition. Denver's also dealt with injuries.
Yeah, yeah. So here's a
He came crawling in.
here's a good question. Orlando Pinner. Out of curiosity, if Boston does not repeat with new owners and probably not wanting to pay that high payroll, do they cut some salary, trading Brown or Tatum?
Now let me tell you right now. If one of the two superstars got to get traded,
Oh, you know it's
you know it's Jaylen Brown.
yeah, you know
What
it's
can
Brown.
Jay-
Brown do for you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaylen
You
Brown
know,
is too black for
Look,
Boston.
look, they will trade Brown for Brown from Denver. They'll bring the other Brown in.
Jaylen Brown is too black for Boston. Trust and
Yeah.
believe, man.
they'll bring the white Brown in,
Yeah.
Christian Brown. Yeah. Let's whiten that brown.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, but then hey, Orlando, I'll say this. We've had some discussions about this before. If you really break it down, who is the better player? Is it Brown or Tatum? Or should I say, who's the more effective player for the Celtics? Is it Brown or is it Tatum? And if Bong and KP, y'all want to revisit that at this point, is it Brown or is it Tatum? This year, Tatum's been cooking.
For the
But that
past couple
playoff
years,
run,
I've been trying to say it. But yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, regular season, I've been trying to say it's Tatum, but in the playoffs, man, Brown just finds a way to continuously get busy,
Yeah.
and he's efficient.
hey,
And
hey,
Tatum is too up and
Bean
down.
Gaiman said it's easily Tatum. He said
Nah,
he says
nah,
that Brown is
it's
a
not
beast
easily
though, but he
Tatum.
said it's easily Tatum. I don't know.
Tatum is
I,
too up. He's too up and down.
I agree
yeah.
with this. I agree with what Scotty Boy 36 is saying. Tatum has a higher ceiling, but Brown been more solid than Tatum in the past. That's kind of how I see it. Like
Tatum is,
more
yeah,
skill
he's
is
more
probably
skilled.
Tatum.
Yes,
Not
yes,
even
it's Tatum.
probably, it's Tatum.
It is. It is.
But when it comes to like just hooping and like getting it done,
Yeah,
I kind of gotta say it's been Brown.
because Tatum settles on bad shots, takes a lot of bad shots, and doesn't just go to the basket or get to the mid range. It's either a three,
Three.
or I'm going to forcefully get to the basket, run you over in the process, take a tough shot. You don't have to do that, man.
Tatum again though. Tatum is probably the most disrespected like
Star.
superstar that you
He's
Yeah,
if
not.
you went.
I don't
I
think so.
I think so, dog. Like
I hear.
all the way down to his nickname and all of that stuff. Like it's
I mean, he
I
just
don't know.
got paid. Didn't he just get the
The biggest
biggest
contract.
Yeah,
contract in
Yeah,
NBA?
large.
that's
That's
his team. I'm talking.
disrespectful.
No, I'm talking about media and fans and stuff like that. Like whether
Yeah.
you get paid by your
Motherfucker,
squads. I'm talking about the
people
perception of what people are saying, and like
people
the
hate
narrative.
Boston. People hate Boston. Hey,
Yeah,
listen.
but look at the conversation we're having right now. It's a Tatum
No, the
or
fans,
Brown thing.
but the fans know who's been playing better. We're talking about who's playing better. If we're talking about who's getting disrespected, Brown, based on fan sentiment and not even fans of Boston, but just fans of basketball that are watching the two of them play, Brown is being disrespected more than Tatum.
No way. Coming off the heels of Tatum not playing in USA basketball,
Brown
like
didn't even
it.
get invited.
Yeah, but I'm saying you have him there.
What are we talking
But
about
you knew Brown wasn't gonna go. I'm saying you have Tatum there, and he doesn't get. He's on front center stage, and don't play. Like I don't know.
The
That,
the
that's kind of more disrespectful. Like I'm gonna bring you, but I ain't playing your ass. Like
I mean, they talk, and again, that's who's coaching that team.
that right.
They
Steve
say he
Kerr.
ain't even motherfuckers in the chat saying he ain't even a good coach. So that might have just been bad coaching.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
disrespect,
I mean, he
Tatum.
won.
Hey,
Nah,
hey,
he
it's a
won.
strong argument though, Bong. I'll give you that. Motherfucker didn't
Yeah.
even get invited. But we know we've had the conversation about Brown though, so it's kind of like I expect that the NBA is not embracing him like that. But I'm saying in terms of the guys they try to put on the pedestal and
Right.
say like these are our stars, these are our superstars. They don't really
Right.
put Brown there. I'm saying the folks that they do out of those people, it's Tatum. Like people are still questioning like should Tatum be there? Tatum this, Tatum that? I hear a lot of stuff.
I
Like
mean, he's got the chip, and the worst, maybe the best or the worst thing you could do for an NBA player or any player in major league, in major sports is to let them get that chip, let them get that championship to get that chip off their shoulder. Now everything else is a bonus because there's only a few guys that are chasing, like, it's LeBron, Steph, like those guys are chasing that all time whatever. The rest of these guys, like AD, man, you can't tell AD shit about that bubble chip. It's a chip.
yeah, no.
You
Hey,
get what I'm
hey,
saying?
you know why you can't tell him nothing about it? You know why you can't tell him nothing about it? Because that's the only one he gonna get, unless he digging in
but
a bag of some Lays or something.
but he's
Like
not tripping.
that's
But what
it.
I'm saying is the average player in the NBA ain't tripping. Give me my chip, and now I'm just gonna
That's
chase the money.
and that's cool. I get that, but
Yeah,
stop sitting up here telling me that the bubble championship was the hardest one to win and shit. That
it
no, get
was.
the fuck out of here.
It was.
No, no, no.
They
That
bringing
was
in
a glorified AAU tournament, dog.
they bringing in simulated noise. You remember the shit they was doing? Microsoft had like
Right, but
you can
it's
sit
like,
in you could be right here on your computer and be watching the game on your
you,
computer, and you're a fan.
but Bong, you're not traveling anywhere. You don't have the crowd noise against you. The atmosphere doesn't change. It's more of an even playing field for
Hey,
every team. At that point, it's just whoever wins. You're not flying to this place
check
to play
check
this game. And if nah, man, y'all
check this
niggas
out.
y'all had an
Hold on,
AAU tournament.
Hey
hold
man,
on.
stop
Let
it,
me say
Scotty
something.
boy.
Let
Stop
me
it,
say
Scotty boy.
hold on, hold on.
Thank you.
Stop it.
That's what I'm
Let me
talking
say
Stop
about.
it, Scotty boy.
one thing.
That's
Let
what
me
I'm
say
talking
one
about.
thing.
The Mickey
Let me say
Mouse
one thing.
ring.
Let me say one thing about the bubble, right? And the
It does
bubble
have
and
value, Scotty.
I,
and
I'm
how.
gonna
Hold
call
on.
before you say this, Bong. Before you
Yeah,
say this,
yeah.
I'm not saying a chip is a chip.
Right.
I'm just saying stop putting the extras on it. Like this was the hardest. Stop it, dog. It wasn't.
You said that they didn't have to travel, they didn't have to go anywhere. One of the
No,
biggest, one of the best things for these young NBA players, they want to go city to city. I got a broad in Chicago. I got a broad in New York. I got a couple broads out in LA. I got a couple broads out in whatever. Right now, you in the bubble. They trying to knock off the ESPN crew, the Fox Sports crew. Like
no, no,
these
no, no.
dudes
Not
was it was
trying. They
like
probably was. and,
Yeah.
and if you sit up here
the
telling me
hotel
that
staff.
if you sit up here telling me that they was getting no,
Yeah,
they
they
wasn't
knock,
getting none
yeah.
up in there.
They knocking off the
Oh, they
hotel
was getting some.
staff and
Stop it.
Oh, they was getting
You,
some.
you
Yeah.
got you got lemon pepper Lou was birthed from that. He had the strip club with the hoes and the chicken. Like
said,
you can't tell me that
said
they wasn't getting it done
he needed
still. Like
he needed to
Oh
no.
leave
yeah,
for a week for a funeral.
yeah. There was a
Yeah.
lot of folks there doing
Oh
something
shit.
strange for some change. We had
Yeah,
some other comments further
yeah.
up though.
And real quick, just to
Butler was definitely getting busy.
just as and KP, tell me what you wanted to highlight, but real quick, uh Orlando Pinner with that Tatum and Brown thing, I'm not sure what happens with that because they are definitely like invested in those two. And then you would have to see like who's willing to take on that contract, one of those two contracts, and then because then essentially at that point, whichever one you take, they're getting paid 400 million. You're gonna have to build around that guy. So that was the last thing I wanted to
Hold
say on
on,
that.
man. I'm sorry. You see this
Oh,
dude's comment at the
none yet. Oh,
bottom.
way to come in here. Way to enter the chat. Hey, I love
I
hoes and
love hoes
chicken.
and chicken.
All those who second that say I.
Oh,
Hey man, we having fun in here tonight, man. Listen,
Oh,
please, if you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe, man. We truly appreciate it, man. The chat is booming tonight, and we really, really appreciate it, man. Please like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate it. We appreciate the love. We appreciate y'all fucking with us on a late night on a Monday, spring break edition of Two Peas in the Bong,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
We having fun with it tonight,
Oh,
man. Appreciate y'all tapping in.
oh,
And
I
I
was trying
do
to
think
highlight. Oh,
this is true. That the
Oh
the
shit.
minute the minute the minute that these Celtics start fucking up, Brown would be the first to
Oh,
that they
or,
they
ship
gonna,
off.
yeah, they ship his ass off.
Orlando
Yeah.
was Orlando was trying to say something about Brown for Cooper Flag, so that was what I was trying to highlight.
Okay.
And then after that, we can get to Nunya and what
Ooh,
Nunya's talking
she's
about.
trying to switch to that to
Because
that
I,
to that to
because I,
that
'cause
good.
I know Bong is
Ooh,
ready.
that good NFL talk, huh? Huh?
So
Uh,
Okay.
if you notice, these current Celtics remind me of the Russell Celtics, and you could get Brown for Flag in the package. To be honest, Boston has not been celebrated as they should have by the league nor the city. So
Cooper
are
Flag.
you a Boston fan?
Cooper Flag definitely plays in Boston. He definitely tracks well in Boston, right? He's the
well, he's yeah. He said he's a Celtics fan. He grew up a Celtics fan. His favorite player of all time is Larry Bird.
I can see it, and
So
he tracks well in Boston. Bring back regional sports and putting people where they're most comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I think Cooper
oh
Flag in Boston would be a good look. I think Jalen Brown is definitely a prisoner in Boston, but it is what it is. They pay him, so he shows up. That motherfucker was on 19 keys talking black shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
A
Mhm.
couple
yeah.
weeks
And
ago. So
and Orlando said, to be clear, hell no, I ain't no Boston fan. He said he originally from Indiana. So
yeah,
okay.
man, Nunya was asking who the Patriots taking at 4. Woo! Hey,
Shifting to this football.
we give it a taste real quick. So I believe that Cam Ward is going. Well, we already know he's more than likely going 1 to Tennessee.
Hmm.
Did you see his pro day?
Yeah, yeah,
Did you see Shador's pro day?
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
What'd you think between the two?
I mean, Shador is Shador. You know what I'm saying? I think there right now a lot of people are trying to discredit him. A lot of times we know what happens when there's discrediting being done in the draft process.
Mhm.
Somebody's trying to tank his stock so that he can fall to a certain team at
Yeah.
a certain number, right? I don't buy into that. He looked good. Cam Ward looked good. Um, there's now you're starting to hear that Jackson Dart might be higher than Shador and all this.
Yeah, I've heard about
They
Dart
always
moving up the
they always
board,
throw a
but
wrinkle in there. It's
Right.
always going
well, they've been talking about Jackson Dart
to
for a
be a
minute.
wrinkle in there
They're
though.
talking about Jackson Dart to the because I don't know if you guys heard, but Drew Brees for the New Orleans Saints, who pick at 9, has some kind of injury pop up, and he may miss either part of the season or the entire season. He's still debating on if he wants to.
David Carr.
No, no. What I
Carr.
say? Drew Brees. I'm sorry. I'm talking
Yeah.
about Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. And I
Sorry, I'm
said
so
David.
sorry. I don't know.
Derek
Because
Carr.
I'm thinking of number 9 in New Orleans because they had a number 9 pick. Drew
Yeah.
Brees is number 9, but
Yeah.
it's
But
Derek Carr.
Carr.
Sorry, appreciate it. So now New Orleans, because I think Derek Carr was probably on the last year of his deal anyway, so they had to move
Hmm.
on anyway. So now they're saying that he's that New Orleans may get Jackson Dart at number 9, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Um, but if we're talking about who the Patriots taking at number 4, so again we got Cam Ward going 1
the Titans.
to the Titans. I think that um, you got Cleveland is probably going to take, even though they should take a quarterback. I think they should take a quarterback, but a lot of the mocks have them
You don't like
taking
the,
either
you don't like the quarterback from UCLA?
at 2.
No. I'm saying that Cleveland has the UCLA quarterback, the old
Oh, oh,
UCLA
oh,
quarterback,
oh! You
right?
talking about what's his name?
Yeah,
Dorian JDR or some shit like that. His name is like
yeah,
he got the little 3-letter acronym.
um,
yeah.
He's athletic. I'll give you that. I don't know about his arm, but he's athletic. He can run. So but if Travis Hunter or my man from Penn State is at 4, it's a no brainer for Mike Vrabel taking taking Travis Hunter or my man from
Yeah,
goddamn what's the name?
I think
Abdul Carter,
yeah,
Abdul
Carter.
Carter,
I think Hunter's going.
or Hunter at
Yeah.
4. But I think the Giants are going to pick one of those two. So again, maybe they have. I think it's a tight end. God damn it!
You you
I was not ready to talk draft tonight. But
you were thinking that the Browns would go with Carter?
if you want to book in, if you want to book
Even
in,
okay, I was
if,
gonna
if
say
you want to book in Miles Garrett, so you lock Miles Garrett
right.
in. Now you have Carter as a bookend. But again, they need a quarterback, bro. Uh,
But
like what
you don't
They
think
about
that they're
do.
going to go Travis Hunter second?
I think they're gonna
You don't
go
think the Browns
Travis
will go
Hunter.
Travis Hunter second?
I think they're going Travis Hunter. I think they're going Travis Hunter because even if they wanted to pick Shador, I think it's one of those things where they probably made it known that from Shador's camp, like Dion and them, have probably said they don't. That's not the destination they want to see him at.
yeah?
So I don't think. I think
If he's
Cleveland is
not
like fuck it.
if he's not in Cleveland, it's because Deion Sanders has stepped in to tell them, hey, don't take my son. Everybody has. I think E Bean Gaming said who's getting Ashton Genty. I heard that the Raiders at 6 may be going after Genty. I still think the connection between Shador Sanders and Tom Brady when Dion was with Under Armour, Shador trained with Tom Brady for years. I think the Raiders take him at 6. I think they just gave Geno Smith an extension, a $75 million extension, I think, for a couple of years. But I don't think that stops them.
So,
If Shador falls to 6, I don't think that stops Tom Brady as a minority owner and probably the person that's doing running all the football operations behind the scenes from picking up a Shador Sanders. If
but
Tom
Bong,
Brady passes up on Shador Sanders at 6, I think there's question marks there.
what are we? What who are we saying the Patriots take though?
They
Um,
they go they
Because
go offensive they
they're
go
not going
offensive tackle.
quarterback. They got May, so we know
They
that's
go
not.
offensive so they go offensive tackle. They go Will Campbell.
okay, I think that's who was slotted, and you need
But
you know
it sounds like Nunya's not even sold on that, so he's willing to just give the pick up.
I wouldn't if I was the Patriots, I wouldn't mind giving up the pick.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind trade back. Right?
yeah.
There's so many teams right now that are in a position to trade back. If you're the Browns, why wouldn't you trade back?
Right, especially if you're not gonna get who you really wanted at that point. Like trade back,
I
get a
mean,
couple more picks, and
the Browns are they don't
they're in
want to
rebuild mode. To be honest,
I was about to say they don't want
like
to admit it, but the
yeah,
Browns are in rebuild mode.
yeah.
Uh, Penner says Shador to the Giants.
I was just getting
I
ready to
could
say that.
I could see it. I could see it, but it doesn't make sense that they picked up Russell. I mean, I
And
guess Russell
Bomb,
Wilson, Jameis Winston on.
mm, it's they're listen, they're already rolling with who they got. They picked up Winston and Wilson. Like that's the two W's. It may not get no dubs, but I don't know.
So Nunya, you're not feeling O line at 4.
No,
Yeah,
he
I don't
said
think
there's
so.
tons of good players.
He said,
He's saying there's tons of good players from 4 to 12.
but here's something else that Nunya said. Bong, you've been talking about this, right? You've
Yeah,
been talking about Shador to the Raiders.
yeah. I mean, I again, I've been saying that since last year, right? The connection is too strong. Deion Sanders was with Under Armour before he got back with Nike. Tom Brady was with Under Armour. Tom Brady has tutored and coached, not coached, but trained his son, and apparently has him on that Tom Brady plyometrics type, the workouts, the dieting, like the way he eats, eating clean, like all that stuff. Why? Why would you not? And then Shador Sanders tracks well in Vegas. You need somebody for that big a stage. Vegas is that city that it doesn't matter who you're a fan of. if you're in Vegas for the weekend and there's football being
You going
played,
to the
give
game?
me a ticket. I'm going to the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, you going to the game.
So I mean, Shador on that big stage, you need that machismo, you need that bravado, you need that confidence, that arrogance almost. You know what I'm saying, for that big a stage. And I just don't see. I didn't even see Geno Smith as a good fit for what the Raiders want to do.
Well,
I
I,
get that there's the Pete Carroll.
I was gonna say Carroll is there. He's
Yeah,
comfortable with him. He brought him in. Like I could see it, especially if you're talking about a bridge quarterback. Why not? You
yeah,
know this guy. It's at least in your system, you feel he's proven. What are you guys a year removed from each other? Like it's not like 5 years down the line. You're not expecting him to be there for 5 years down the line. This is, Geno Smith is in the later stages of his career.
right.
This is a situation, a complete bridge type. He's gonna be there for this season. Like I said, if they happen to draft Shador, like you were saying, Bong, it's the minute you start seeing Geno Smith fucking up, they just gonna turn it over to
86.
Yeah,
Shador.
yeah.
86.
Yeah, like
Atlanta opened the door for the bullshit type of bullshit, right? They they paid Kirk Cousins and then they drafted Michael Penix in the top 10. And
yeah,
Yeah.
then now, as soon as Kirk Cousins turned into Kirk Cousins, I don't know why the fuck gave him 100 million. Man. That's neither here nor there. Hey man, we're going to Penix and we're gonna
yeah.
keep you on the roster as a backup. And as soon as somebody gets hurt, we'll trade your ass to the highest bidder. Like,
But see, I'll ask this though: the quarterback market. You sit and you start thinking like, oh man, there's so many teams that need a quarterback. Really? Like it's kind of drying up, right? Which is why you have Aaron Rodgers who only has what left? Probably the Vikings.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Outside of
That's
that,
ridiculous.
where? Like no,
no, the
like
Vikings. The Vikings. They have McCarthy.
yep,
He has
Oh no,
Pittsburgh.
true.
He has Pittsburgh. But
I'm,
at this
I'm
point,
just saying it's ridiculous that
I don't think Pittsburgh.
I'm
So
saying it's ridiculous that he's really following in the steps of Brett Favre.
but look, check this out. Pittsburgh,
Like that's ridiculous.
Shador just took a visit to Pittsburgh, right? Now they're later in the draft, of course, but I mean, let's say he does drop and goes to
that's
Pittsburgh. That
right.
that could be a great situation for him. I think.
Absolutely. Hey, look, he's. We can't say that he's not used to playing in the cold. He played in Colorado, so he's accustomed to playing in inclement weather. He played
Yeah,
in an outdoor stadium, so it's not like he was indoors. So he should still, and he has a cannon. Like he can get the ball down the field, and you're walking into a situation where you got a DK. He's a possession receiver, but he can take that shit. You know what I'm saying? He can get going. You got Pickens who can take the top off of defense. I mean, that would be a great situation. I just don't see him falling to 20. Where Pittsburgh is like 26.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't see him
the
falling to 26 for
and
Pittsburgh.
the
Pittsburgh
other
has to
thing
make some
is if he
moves.
goes to Pittsburgh, he doesn't have to win it with his arm right away.
Right.
Pittsburgh's always gonna have a defense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
I
good.
mean,
Yeah. Scotty Boy
and
36
we were
right.
saying that, which is why I was like, you know, but I mean, it could be the same. Like, let's say Minnesota could be the same situation where we keep talking about bridge quarterbacks, right? I know McCarthy, they're expecting great things from him, but he's coming off of an injury, right? So this would essentially be his rookie season, and if you had Rodgers there, it would just be the same type of deal that you're talking about with the Raiders with Geno Smith and the Shador. If Shador comes behind him, I could, would they disrespect Rodgers like that and say, as soon as you start losing, man, we going to McCarthy? Like,
And
I don't
and,
know.
and,
I
and he
think
probably
whoever picks him will just roll out the year
and
with them, and it is what it is.
Rogers wants assurances that they won't do him like that, and that's
Yeah,
probably
and
why he's
that's
taking his time
exactly.
with his decision. And
And I'm
again,
saying picks him. It's not who picks him, it's
as
who
y'all can
he
see,
picks at this
as
point.
y'all can see with my hat, you know what I'm saying, I root for Dallas. And the funny thing about Dallas is
So
if
do I.
you're
That's two of us.
if you're
Uh,
linked to Dallas, so Dallas picks at 12.
But we
If
keep it real.
you're
I'm not irrational though.
if you're linked to Dallas, you will go before you get to Dallas. So the first player that was linked to Dallas was Genty. Genty was linked to Dallas since last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, now they're saying Genty's going to go in the top 10.
Well, that's
Now
just
we
because
have
he was cooking. He was like the best running back, best college running back, and everybody
Yeah.
knows Dallas needs a running back, so they were automatically saying they need
now
to get him.
now we have Tedero McMillan linked to the Cowboys, and I say he goes inside the top 10 as well. Like, for whatever reason, teams will come up and go after players that are linked to the Dallas Cowboys for some reason. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't even know who we take at 12. They talking about Golden. Um, you know,
Mm.
I if McMillan's gone, if Genty's gone, I don't know. Maybe they go O line. It's that's the Dallas thing to do nowadays. So,
I mean,
where
but there's running backs in this draft. We've been talking about that. Like
do we
there's
trust
some
the front
solid
office?
running backs in this draft.
Do we trust the front office to get that done? Right. There
Mm.
were running backs in the draft. You highlighted a few last year
I
in the
did.
draft, right?
Yeah.
Did we go
Yeah.
after any of them? We
No.
didn't even did we even pick a running back?
No.
I
No.
don't think we picked a running back in the draft,
No.
right? We went the undrafted route, I
Yeah.
think. Um, you know.
Oh, the
And
Ohio
then you got
State back
Zeke.
in day
Yeah,
two. Oh
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. You already know
Is
Orlando for
his name
sure.
is his name Henderson?
Yeah.
Uh,
That,
you know,
but there's
they have two of them.
yeah, there's two.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of talent. It's a lot of talent in this draft. You know, Amari
Running
Amari
back for
Hampton.
sure.
Amarion Hampton. He remember they were saying he was like a second round pick. Now he's flying up the board. Now they're saying he's going to be in the top 15. So
But if a guy like that's the things you got to keep your eye on. If a guy like him slips to second, you
nah,
know,
he won't.
I'm
No,
just saying. I'm just
they
saying.
said
Or even a comparable graded running back. Like you
they said
gotta,
Hampton. They said Hampton based on his
his
combine
his
and his
testing.
pro day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This motherfucker's not. And then the way he's, I guess he's, his meetings that he's having with teams, he's first round. So
yeah.
there's no, he shot up draft boards, and they're comparing
Yeah,
him and
he'll go.
go ahead.
Oh no, he'll get drafted by Pittsburgh. They're gonna take him at the running back position
He may not be there. He may not
because they're
be there.
partnering with
That's what I'm
not.
saying. They're comparing Genty and Hampton to what's Bijan and
Robinson. Hmm.
and who's the one from Detroit?
Gibbs.
Gibbs.
Yeah,
So Bijan and Gibbs, they kind of went first round, high, a few picks apart. They're saying that could be Genty and Hampton now. So you know,
mm,
yeah. I mean,
I can see it.
yeah. I mean, hey, listen. Nunya says a lot of second and third round tackles that could get overdrafted. Hell yeah, it happens every year because O line is one of those positions that's it's hard to find good guys, but when you find a good guy, he's gonna be on the line for 10 years. You don't have to
Yeah,
worry about him. Just pay
This
him.
is this is sounding like the ladies. When you find a good guy, you gotta get him and hold on to him.
for 10 years.
Yeah. So I mean, O line is one of those positions, man. Everybody's trying to fill. Look, you saw in the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes, O line couldn't stand up to that defense from the D line from Philly that was only
Yeah,
sending four. And
Hey,
shit, they made Patrick Mahomes look like he was running around in a cartoon. So,
speaking of Mahomes, man, did you hear all these comparisons of Cam Ward? A few people
don't,
compare Cam Ward
don't do
to
no,
that.
yeah.
Don't do that.
Have you heard it though?
No,
no.
I think they did the
Yes.
same thing last year with
There's like a couple guys did.
I think they did the same thing last year with Caleb Williams, right? Like
Yeah.
let these guys mature into whatever they're going to be, as opposed to putting these lofty expectations. It's hard enough for Mahomes to try and live up to the comparisons to Tom Brady, right? Now
Yeah,
you're talking about some rookie who has never played in the NFL being the next Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, that's lofty expectations, man. You know, go win Rookie of the Year. Start there and make the playoffs. You know, give me 10 or 11 wins and make the playoffs, man. Before we start putting, you know, and then you talking about Cam Ward going to Tennessee,
yeah.
and being
I'm
Patrick Mahomes.
I'm
The fuck are
thinking
you? That's crazy.
I'm
That's
I'm
insane.
thinking if you say that the Browns go ahead and go with Carter, you're saying they pair Carter. Um, they have the bookends at DN, right? If the Browns
Mhm.
get if they pair Carter with Garrett, that's what you were saying earlier, Bong, right?
Right.
So if they pair Carter with Garrett, if that happens, then the Giants are gonna get Travis Hunter.
Yes.
The
Or vice
Giants.
versa. I think
It's
the
a, I
Browns
would
at the
say
end
he's
of the
either
day,
two. It's looking like 2 or 3 for him
yeah.
for Hunter.
If you get Abdul Carter with the Giants, who they already have Burns, who they went and paid from the Carolina Panthers. You got Thibodeau. Then they go get Abdul Carter, and you have Dexter Lawrence. Hey man, hey man, say man.
Yeah. Hey man, say man. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I think, uh, but I, but I think, um, I think the Browns. If I'm being honest, I think they trade back. I think they trade
um.
back.
Yeah. I mean, if that's the case, I still think that depending on who they trade the pick to,
Yeah,
I'd still say Hunter doesn't go below 3.
definitely won't go below 4.
Hmm.
Um, Nunya, you think Vrabel's is a good coach? You think he's going to work out in New England? It looks like that was the inside job.
Yeah.
They wanted him.
Homegrown,
He's
so to speak.
homegrown,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Do you think he's going to
Absolutely.
work out? Too heavy enough to get value back.
This draft is not too heavy enough to get value back.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
is he saying it's not? You should be able to get value back.
that's what I'm wondering. You already know Orlando. Are you saying that they should be making picks, trading the higher picks if they're not sold on guys
Oh,
that
if
they're
they
He's
going
want to
to
saying
trade
value
back.
in the draft?
Okay.
oh he says not. It's not heavy enough for them to trade back.
Okay, okay. If
Is
they
that what
want
he's
to
Got
trade
it.
back,
They want to trade back. I mean,
okay.
man.
I mean, position wise, it depends on what you want.
Man, we
Are
might
you?
we might we might jump we
You
might
know
jump
what?
in here, but
Wait. You know what? You already know Orlando. Are you a Browns fan? Are you from Cleveland? Because you came in with the Ohio State running backs comment too. Are you a Cleveland Browns fan or a Cincinnati Bengals? You are Ohio centric. Let us know.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but I don't know. Oh,
Oh,
Colts.
okay,
Okay.
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 Man, so the Anthony Richardson experiment is 75% over with. Uh, it looks like they tried to go to Joe Flacco. That didn't work out. I think they signed Daniel Jones to be the backup this year. Isn't Daniel Jones in Indy right now? I
I think
think
he
they
is
signed him to be the
with
backup. So that means that if Anthony Richardson doesn't work out,
they're already gonna go
he said we need Jesus in the life. Oh man, but you got Daniel Jones. What I'll say is this: I like the coach. I like Shane Steichen. Um, there you go. Yeah, I mean,
Damn.
I like the
ah
coach.
dang
As
it.
a
Hot
damn, as
garbage.
a Colts
Is
fan,
it?
he don't. Damn, you don't like
Yee.
Richardson either. God.
Fire everybody.
Even
He said
Steichen,
throw it up.
Whoa.
even Steichen.
Damn. Buy
I mean, they
Wow.
did.
buy
I'll
everybody.
say this: they did mismanage. They did mismanage um, Richardson. They did. If we're being honest, they mismanaged Richardson.
Ah,
Got to call a spade a spade. They mismanaged Richardson. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it funky. But hey, man, everybody's got optimism.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and I think they did too. And even Nunya is saying that he thinks he'll excel at his next team.
Yeah, they definitely
Watch it
mismanaged.
happen that way. Yeah, he's got the talent, dog. Like, but again, Nunya, I will ask this though. I will ask this: with all of the moves that are being made at quarterback, and considering the quarterbacks who are being drafted now, where would he even go? If he's not going to be with the Colts, where would he go?
Now, for what you already know, Orlando's saying nothing to mismanage a dude who can't throw accurately. They thought they were getting maybe a Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson type that didn't wasn't well. Lamar was accurate, pretty accurate. Cam wasn't that accurate. He was a big body. He was a dual threat. He was basically your fullback. You know what I'm saying? Your running back, your fullback, and your quarterback.
Mhm.
Um,
Still crazy. Yeah,
yeah. But
you know.
I mean, hey, they took a chance, and that's the funny thing about the league, man. You know what I'm saying? It's really about it, DP. We were talking NBA basketball earlier. We were talking about the Clippers getting lucky. Half the time, you just got to get lucky. Who knew
Yeah,
Tom Brady in the sixth round
no
would
fucking
be
body.
what
Yeah.
he is, right? You know what I'm saying?
Tom
Yeah,
Brady
who
didn't know it.
did the
As,
49ers know Brock Purdy was gonna be balling out and shit
as
like that?
Mr.
Like, did they
Irrelevant,
know? Yeah,
Mr.
like no.
Irrelevant, the last pick of the draft. As a Cowboys fan, we know it too well. Romo, a franchise quarterback of ours, was undrafted. Dak Prescott, the next franchise quarterback, was a fourth rounder.
Yeah,
So it's not a perfect science. You know what I'm saying? It takes luck, and in order for Dak Prescott to get hurt, I think like two or three people had to get hurt in front of
yeah,
him for
yeah,
Dak
yeah,
Prescott to get playing time,
yeah,
or else we would not
Yeah.
even know. If Romo doesn't get hurt, we never hear from Dak. Dak
yeah,
is on
Yeah.
another team right now doing some other shit.
yeah. Hey, and real quick, you already know Orlando. You done hit a nerve with his squad because he's still telling you about Richardson. He like you cannot compare to somebody who won a Heisman. Like, no, stop it.
Hey
My
man,
bad, my bad.
he's the Ubong. That is right now.
Yeah. Hey
Yeah.
man,
When it
hey,
comes to
Hey,
the squad. Yeah.
we'll give you the floor.
hey,
Hey, we'll give you the
but
floor.
look, man, look, we gonna have to get up out of here, man.
It's been
Look,
fun.
I hope y'all that hopped on here, pause, that got on here and checked us out will return. You know, we usually go on Sundays. But hey, we'll listen to the audience. If Mondays work better, we could probably
Yeah.
make Mondays work. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
But
absolutely,
so let's
absolutely.
just say tentatively maybe Monday, but usually it's Sunday. We're on here about 10 o'clock. And that's Pacific time. So I don't know where everybody is, where you guys stay. We're actually in Los Angeles. So
Yeah.
we're on that
West
Pacific
Coast time.
Pacific time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So man, but Bong, can you know, we always let the people know what we need them to do. So please, let's turn it over to you.
We appreciate y'all tapping in. Please like, share, and subscribe. The Holy Trinity.
Hold
Oh,
on,
oh,
hold on,
Bong,
Bob. The
Bong.
plus one.
Oh,
You
oh,
gotta give
oh,
him the
oh,
plus
oh.
one.
Hey, listen. What is it's like, share, subscribe, and engage, or
Oh,
Comment.
and comment. Right?
we could take engage. We could take
It's the
yeah,
3+1. The 3+1. The 3+1.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but we appreciate y'all, and
Lord
you already
willing.
know Orlando. Typically on Sundays about 10:30 West Coast time, Pacific Standard Time. Uh, but man, this was cool. This is the off night for us. We normally don't get on Mondays, but we have fun tonight. This was cool, man. We talked some basketball. We talked some draft.
Yeah,
We
we
will definitely
appreciate
be
all of
covering.
y'all.
We will definitely be covering the NFL draft. We will be
Yeah,
on. on Thursday. That Thursday that we get on for the NFL draft, we will be on there. So definitely check out some of our draft coverage when we get on there, man. But
Mm-hmm.
appreciate y'all for fucking with us, man. Y'all have a good night.
Peace.
Peace, peace.